to the West, a Dishonored RPG campaign that we run Tuesdays at around 7 o'clock.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. That's right. We have a strange schedule. It doesn't really matter anymore.
We're college students.
Yes. So last session 17. What even happened? Oh, there was a trade.
There was a trade.
Yeah.
Well, it was after the trade, actually, because the last thing that happened before that session was the death of our good enforcer, Lee Barrett. So most of last session was just us trying to figure out how to move on from that. We looked for his body for a while and weren't able to find it. Now Kenrick and the rest of the enforcers are kind of keeping on the lookout for that downriver, see if we can give him a proper funeral. But we made our way back to the rest of our people. Anton met back up with Sab and Heisel. There were some things to say and do. A lot of talking last session. It was kind of all weirdly ordered. Heisel told Sab and Anton and Kenrick about, the fact that she's been lying to everyone and does not actually have any sort of contact with the Void. And then Anton got mad at Ren at one point during a conversation and said something about her husband, which we did not know that she had except for Anton because he got it from a drawing because he has powers, even, aside from the Void ones. So Ren and LG and Cyclone ended up accusing Anton and Heisel of being spies, which was then disproven because Anton confessed about his powers and Heisel legitimately did not know what happened to Grounder, which they believed. And then what else? What else happened?
We discovered a guy named Jacob Reed at a saloon.
Oh yes, but that's at Triptych, and more happened before Triptych.
Sab got hired. Well,
Sab decided to accept the
okay.
offer as protector. So we're, I guess, going to stick with them longer. We're at least going to help them find the next spike because that spike's in the possession of Dr. Atlee, who we're trying to track down for Anton anyway. We think that Nikolai Graves might hold the key to helping with that, so we're going to see if we can find him first, is what I gather. And because of that, we're going to True Mile, to Triptych, because that's also where it was Sabella Scanty is.
Yep. You got
on
it.
Sab's list. So we're kind of doing the whole 2 birds, 1 stone thing and going to Triptych. We've all gone there. We just got there. And now we're in a saloon. I'm not sure how that happened. I stepped out for a couple of minutes. Are you guys trying to track down like a black market or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ended up in a saloon instead.
That's a good place to start to look for the black market.
And we met this person, a courier, whose name is
Jacob Reed.
And that's where we ended.
Remind me, what was the last thing that you said?
My name's Jacob. Jacob Reed.
Yep. You would also ask for a round of drinks for these fine folk. Fine folk. Quotation marks.
Excuse you.
Your folk. I don't know about
Sab
fine.
will remember that.
Everyone will remember that.
So I imagine you all are probably at the bar right now, walking in, going to the bartender to ask about a black market, apparently. Is
Black market.
pretty easy to do. When the bartender goes to the tap and behind the bar, pours a couple glasses and pops them right in front of you.
Well, the pleasure's all mine, Mr. Reed, especially because of this. I appreciate it. The name's Lady Okra Heisel Cohen.
Miss Cohen, the pleasure is all mine.
He said you're a carrier.
Yes, that I am.
Sounds like an interesting job description. How'd you find your way to it?
Was unemployed. Parents wouldn't let me live with them any longer. I had to do something.
Wait, how old are you?
29.
How long you
Wow.
been a courier?
11 years?
Well, that's not
No,
as bad as it could have
12,
been.
12 years, sorry.
In Pendacia the whole time.
No, actually. I grew up in the Isles.
When'd you come here?
I don't know. Time all runs together. 6, 7 years. Give or take.
A dangerous place to be a courier, I'd imagine.
Oh, yes, it is. There's all kinds of danger, a lot of violence. You have to watch out for the wildlife out here, and you also have to watch out for the people.
Found as much.
That I've heard of some interesting things that happened in Jessamine. I was hoping you could tell me a little more about that.
I also will say, I haven't talked about this that much, but you especially would know that there is, especially traveling by land, there are a lot of bandits in Pandacia. Traveling the roads is best done in caravans, honestly. So you are very familiar with that as well. And that's something that maybe not you guys are familiar with. You've been a bit in an ivory tower of an airship and have been free from some of the crime and danger that's on the ground. That's on me. I gave you guys an airship.
Very early on.
Yeah, very. I'm biased.
Immediately.
Yep.
I heard news about a party where all the guests were killed.
Not killed exactly. It was at Mr. Tabin's party. Are you aware of him?
Were you there?
Afraid to say I was.
What happened?
Some sort of cult attack, I think. The entire room with all the guests in it was gassed while Mr. McCroven was playing the piano.
A cult attack. What you know what cults?
Well, I would assume they're a cult. They're called the Ebony Pervasion, is what I hear.
The Ebony Pervasion, you said?
Do you know the name?
I've heard it a long time ago.
I'm gonna roll an insight check or intuition check.
Can I assist with that, or do I have to make a separate one?
I give him a glance.
What do you think? This is kind of up to you when it
Facial
comes to
expressions.
interpersonal.
Unless they're like coordinating with it like personally, I think they should make separate ones.
Okay. All
That
right.
would make more sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, I'm not going to give you the choice in this matter because none of you brought it up, and so the implication is yes. And if I brought it up, you guys would say, "Well, no." So, you all were drinking, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Not heavily, but yes.
A little bit
We've
at this
just
point.
started.
He doesn't.
Not really.
What about the wine in Sunline?
Well, he always is using that to make Marikov cocktails and explosions and stuff. He can drink their wine. It's
Well, you know what? You do raise a valid point. You didn't actually drink any. You just put it like that time in Sunline. You put it on your person to make yourself look drunk when you actually didn't drink any.
yeah.
So
You didn't even have it in your mouth?
No, he just
yeah.
Huh.
he just poured
Okay.
it on himself.
So for that, I will say, yeah, you're probably not drinking.
Seb, if anything, Seb's doing like the
Yeah,
The fake
old-
like very
Over
obviously
his
fake
shoulder.
drinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
the
it's so
thing
it's on his
doesn't-
mouth. That looks like he is. but he's just not
You two,
drinking
before you
it.
do that intuition check, make a survive check. This is just to
okay
avoid
that
being-
I already made the intuition check.
What's that?
Actually, I'm happy to re-roll it, but you want me to do it before or after?
Roll the survive check right
Mhm.
now. It might affect what the
Survive
difficulty
what?
of the intuition. Boldly or forcefully.
Ooh, boldly. 2 successes. They're both nines.
Two
So it's
successes.
very close.
It was a difficulty of 2. You hold your drink.
Then 2 successes on the intuition check.
I haven't made the intuition check yet.
I will say, I will go ahead and spoil, not poison, just alcohol. That's it.
Good. 1 success.
Okay. So, interpersonal checks. You don't have to tell them anything, but it's up to you. If you want to decide how much they could derive from that, you can do a
Seems like
persuasion
he spooked a
deception
little.
check.
All right. What'd you get for your insight check?
2.
I just did 1.
He's very clearly heard the name before. And you sense a bit of curiosity piqued at the mention of their name.
Would I get that, or not quite?
What'd you get?
1.
Yeah, probably the same thing.
I'm surprised it's not a name that comes up very often from what I hear. It was hard to track down the information I did on him.
Oh, it's very difficult to come across. I've been very curious about cults like these. very, very curious people that join these.
Good interest in cults.
A little bit.
A bit untoward.
She's a cult.
Sam puts down his drink. Don't ask me how. And he goes back to his fake
Can I roll an
pantomime.
insight on his antics here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Nope, I
No.
don't notice.
He's drinking.
He sure is drinking a lot.
Yes, alcohol.
Wow.
Good
Able to
stuff.
handle it so well for a youth.
Of the flavor of alcohol.
I wonder if you could taste it without actually.
What fine
Right.
liquor.
So why did this ebony
It does
pervasion
soak into your mouth. So
do this at this party that you were at?
Whoever knows why cults like this do the things that they do.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah.
what did you even say?
Roll a deception persuasion.
Whoever knows why cults like this do the things that they do.
Oh,
Deception persuasion.
Ah, yes.
Can I use talk cleverly?
Yeah.
All right, 2 successes.
You know, I really need to like get a deception focus because I have a persuasion focus and not a deception focus, and that's kind of telling.
That's
Just
that's
don't tell-
kind of weird, especially
don't tell
after
people what
living
you
your
rolled,
entire
yeah.
life as a lie. Hey, you said last session.
Hole.
It's fine. It's the truth.
I mean, you're not wrong. 2 successes,
What were the numbers?
3 and a 4.
3 and
What'd you get?
3 and 11.
oh,
Okay.
that was close.
I don't know what we typically give in that case.
I will say, I mean, Levi, you did just say she is a cult. So
Yeah.
So maybe the
true.
lack of curiosity is interesting, but
You said you're in a cult. What's your cult called?
you ever heard of the Cult of Forgotten?
Yeah. She's like
Yeah, I've heard of it.
she's like the head of it.
I'm
Oh.
the Lady Ogre.
Oh. So you're not a musician.
I'm not a musician.
Ah.
As flattered as I am, it's a noble profession, but it's just not mine.
So you render. Would he know what she does as far as her void job?
roll a quick void lore check. I might update some of the focuses on my void lore. Because cults are in the strange point of being both high society or just like culture and void related. So
Mhm. All right. He is unaware of that. So, as the head of a cult, what is your role?
Well, I'm not exactly the real head. The real head of our cult is Reeve Leonard Glenn.
He's
He's-
an outsider.
He's an outsider.
Oh.
I receive messages from him. I help guide his people.
Oh. How does one become one of his people?
There was a ritual back in Alba a few years back. Surprised you haven't heard of it if you've heard of the cult.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
yeah, I will say, for the point of consistency, you don't exactly know what the state of outsiders here in the continent are. It's kind of that same thing that you guys were at, that there are you've heard of a bunch of people claiming to have an outsider, but no definitive proof. Things are pretty hazy for you.
Mhm.
So,
What would a cult like yours have to do with the ebony pervasion?
Nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm not entirely sure what they wanted at the party.
Were you one of the guests that was gassed?
I was there at the time, actually. I didn't personally go under like the rest of them did, but I can't say no much more because of it.
I roll insight on that.
yeah. Deception. And I can say that because we all know she's lying.
2 successes.
2 successes.
What were they?
4 and 11.
10-6, so you beat me by 1 point in the
Ooh.
aggregate. She's getting a little nervous. Like, if you're good at reading body language, there's just a bit of a tension.
I got gassed. Man, you get up, you want to just go to a party, you want to drink, you want to enjoy life a little bit, and next thing you know, everyone's handing around these little gas, and you're out. Because no one handed me one. The performer got, this other person got, did I get? No. And I had to wake up later, had a horrible headache, and
They were there with me.
then I had to go there, and then we had to go off to some place because I apparently eaten something poisonous while I was gassed, which I don't know how that works because I was pretty with it for most of it.
You sound like you could use another drink, good fellow.
I definitely could. You have
You've
straight
got
up
plenty
whiskey?
more in your glass.
Do you have straight whiskey?
I'm not entirely sure.
I
That's
will
always
say
a-
that the glasses that you were handed were they were shot glasses. I guess that would have changed your perception a little bit. Yeah, they're whiskey tumblers that you were handed. So it is clear. So no perception check to see that there's still stuff, but it looks like he was drinking. Maybe he's just a savor the flavor kind of guy, drinking slow.
You can't handle your whiskey,
Anton,
sir.
make another
It's the
survive
whiskey in
check.
his mouth.
Difficulty of
simple.
4.
What? My liver is just not gonna handle it.
No!
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Of course it isn't.
Dang it. I did roll a critical success,
Oh, you did?
but the other one's probably not a success. No, there's no way. Well, maybe. If I could use swiftly. But that'd only be 3 anyway.
But you could change it to 4 with a void point.
Well, here's the
True.
thing. Be honest. This is whiskey. You could drink it like a shot glass quickly. But would Anton do that?
He has before, so there is precedent.
He has?
If we
Yeah.
study the case law.
Yeah.
He did that at Saunders' place, his bar, his nightclub.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you can use quickly.
Is it a success?
It's 3 successes.
Make it a 4th one.
Is it gonna be like catastrophic if I don't?
I can't tell you that.
It's in your hands.
Lysander, your liver is broken. Let's go get a drink.
Whoop! Ooh!
Oh no.
3 successes is enough. I won't die, right?
I mean, not right now.
I don't always do partial successes, you know.
But like, you're not gonna kill me for.
I feel like you should do it because for your long-term health.
Yeah, but I need to find a doctor anyway.
I'm really curious to see what happens.
I am too.
I think you've made your decision, haven't you?
I have, unless Spencer's like, no, you would literally die. And then I'd be like, no, he wouldn't have put it as
Well,
a
he's
4
not gonna
if I
say
was
Okay,
that.
trying
I'll
not
tell
to
you one
die.
thing. You're not gonna die.
Okay, then I'm taking my 3 successes and seeing what happens.
All right. As soon as you, well, it's probably a little bit at this point in the conversation as your liver starts to ingest alcohol and process that you feel very, very sharp pain in your near your stomach. I don't know where the liver is. Close to it, right?
Here.
Right. Lower abdomen. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's close to your ribcage.
Upper abdomen. Anatomy.
Where
I think
is my
it's like
liver?
partially. I think it's partially under your ribcage, the like lower part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where your liver is.
Here.
Oh, they stole my liver.
Yeah.
This is
Is
where
that
the
kidney?
liver is.
Okay, there's the liver.
There's your
Yeah,
education.
it's attached to the stomach.
For everyone
so-
at home, you can look it up.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
look up where
Look
is
up
the
where
liver.
the liver is.
Yeah.
Just
Always get
Google
more
where
anatomical
is my
knowledge.
liver.
It's great.
Yeah, there you go. This is
It's a handy little diagram.
So
today's episode has been sponsored by the organ, the liver.
so
For more
Anton's
information
probably
on
gonna
the
be
liver,
like
look it up on Google.
holding like his, I don't know, holding his by his stomach, like holding the glass and being like, so I don't suppose you know where a doctor is.
I wasn't finished.
Oh.
You
No.
black surrounds your vision. And you go unconscious.
Okay, so he's gonna try to say that,
Yeah.
but then fail.
And just falls to the ground.
Oh.
So you just see Anton just crumple at the bar. The bartender looks at.
What's wrong with your friend?
Sab spits his drink back into his cup and goes over to him.
Do you know if there's a doctor in this town?
Sab
bar-
goes over and
What's
does medical check
Jacob
on
would know,
Anton.
the doctor in the town, right?
Do you have a medical anything?
Yeah. The bartender would look at you like,
Two
don't look at me.
surgery, but tinkering and other stuff is not great.
Regular whiskey in there.
We'll see.
All right, I'll get him to a doctor. You help me pick him up. Let's go.
Okay.
And
I could check him out real quick.
Just quickly, alright.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess swiftly he's gonna do it.
He's done this sort of thing
So-
before.
Tinker, swiftly, do surgery.
I need to take a look at the focus list.
Okay.
I don't know if this is surgery.
or poison.
Sounds
Good
like
point.
medicine.
'Cause it could
I
be-
think there's a medicine.
Yeah,
There
that
is
would
the
make
medicine.
sense.
Surgery's like physical.
Never
injuries.
mind.
This
Yeah,
might be more
this
on
is
the
medicine. Yeah.
Never mind. This is medicine. I only
Okay.
do with outside injuries, not the internal ones of the.
That's where
Let's
the
go.
blood is supposed to be.
So Jacob's gonna go grab his shoulders and pull him up.
Sab's gonna grab his.
Both make a. I'm saying fight is the strength, so make a fight check. You're not fighting.
I don't think Anton weighs that much either.
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
One success.
Critical success.
Yeah,
and then
you're
one
good.
Success.
You get one momentum.
Yeah.
Two. You rolled 3 successes total, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you get 2 momentum
Yes.
for your personal pile. Yeah, you guys pick them up. Lighter than a leaf. All right.
Where
Since
to,
you guys
Jacob?
already got him,
There's no matter.
you would be able to take him to the nearest doctor. It's fairly close. Triptych is it's a medium-sized town. There might be a couple doctors in this entire.
Also, what
Sounds
was the
bad.
bill? What was the tab for the drinks?
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
say
was just gonna say, I just realized my
probably
wallet
like
has changed
5 notes.
drastically recently.
You kind of got some cheap stuff, but prices are good
What do you mean?
this place.
What do you mean?
Okay. So, pretty easily you'd be able to take him to the doctor. Seeing 2 people carry a unconscious man would kind of push you to the front of the waiting list, so you can probably go straight into a doctor.
Ever hear about the liver thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So you'd see a doctor, white shirt, apron, lots of blood on it, mutton chops, glasses.
Sanitary.
All right. What's wrong with this guy? And he puts him on a counter.
He took
I think
like.
his liver's been failing.
Liver failure. Was he been drinking?
Yes.
No. Fair enough. Okay.
Just
I
realized
don't
maybe I should have
know.
stopped him from that.
I am not a anatomy student. I don't know medicinal terms. I don't know what to do with cirrhosis of the liver. This doctor does, hopefully.
He fixes it
Well, we'll see about that.
with
Pumps him
magic.
full of
I
the
mean,
magical
medicine.
S&J health elixir. He's just
Yeah.
like, if I inject that directly in the liver, it undoes.
Elixir. That's honestly, that's probably part of what, at least part of
The
what he
next big
does.
key for your health.
I wish there was one of those in real life.
For real.
Sab's watching this to make sure he doesn't do anything dumb. The doctor.
Roll
You
medicine
went
check.
Anton, and I'm like, yeah, that has precedent.
I think that's just Tinker and then cleverly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sab has no idea what's going on.
Okay. Well, the one thing that this guy does is get some S&J elixir. What's the cure for drinking? Drinking! This stuff in particular.
It's different. He's like,
Um,
oh no, there's alcohol as one of the ingredients of that.
I just like the idea of using that as a combat medicine and then you're just drunk. Okay. Well, I don't think he'll die now, but you should probably take him to a more specialized doctor for this.
Would you recommend anyone?
Well, I don't think anywhere this side of the Black Shard will have a doctor this good. Probably take him to someplace in Sunline. Maybe somewhere on the coast.
You know the doctor in Sunlight who could do it?
Afraid that's a bit out of my influence. Sorry, there's not like a determined American Medical Association where doctors know each other.
Well, I
Would Jacob
appreciate
Reed
the
know of a
advice.
doctor in Sunline?
Yeah, roll. I don't know the focus, but there would be like a society kind of focus. I don't remember what it's called, but just knowing people.
One success.
No, but it wouldn't be too hard to find one if you went to Sunline.
Right.
That's probably the closest city you could get to that might be good. Looks like this place is just kind of frontier medicine. Good for patching up. Maybe not for internal and whatnot.
That's
I'm sorry that I don't know.
No, it's
I
okay.
don't know a doctor, but
Okay.
it's kind of a lot to.
Sab's
No, I totally
gonna
understand
Okay,
that.
good.
Sab's gonna roll for how much he remembers Sherry 2 knew about taking care of the liver.
Um,
How would
Hey.
that work?
Just remembering
y'all
all those
doing?
long conversations you've had about livers.
roll a general study check or talk if you want.
Okay. Steady
Actually, yeah, this is gonna be study.
Cleverly?
Yeah, cleverly.
Okay.
Well, this is carefully.
Okay.
This is a minute detail.
One success. I should have used one.
She
Could I-
probably could help you.
Somewhere else first.
No,
But if things go bad,
she also could help you for free.
What happened to your friend's liver?
Actually, that one I don't even know either.
I mean, probably drinking. It's a very unhealthy thing for people to do.
By the way, as the doctor's treating him, do we see any of his wounds? Because he's been shot and stabbed.
Were you shot?
I was stabbed in the back, then shot in the front.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I
He
keep
says
I keep thinking about like the torture in that you were treated actually pretty well.
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
torture. Like
But
they
before
hit you
that-
once, and then Heinz was like, "No, you gotta stop," and then they did, and they tortured her instead.
But before that, he got stabbed in the back and shot in the front.
That's right. Yeah,
Which
you
was
wouldn't
fun.
see the stab wound on the back because he's sitting on his back or lying on his back right now. Roll a quick study check, medicine focus if you've got it.
Nope.
Probably not. It might just be that the doctor didn't completely strip him down.
Mhm.
No.
Yep.
I mean, one would.
There you
hope.
go. You still got it's a liver issue. You can't do surgery on that here. So
Do you think is that a matter of some urgency? Should we put it at the top of our list?
well, from what I can tell, he's probably got about probably a week before these unconscious spells become much, much, much more common. And I'd probably give him 2 months to live. That'll be 150 notes, please.
Sab starts going through his pockets.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
It probably wouldn't be that hard to find. Unless, well, there's a bunch of pockets on the coat.
I no longer have 150 notes.
But he definitely has 150
Wait,
notes.
150 notes.
Lee had 150 notes.
No!
I used
We gotta
to.
find that body.
I used to have a lot of notes.
Sab,
Loot the body.
He had like 500.
No. Why
I
did
thought
you
like
let the body fall?
650. She's got 114 right now.
Oh, that's 750.
Yeah. Sorry. S&J elixir is like 100 notes.
Oh,
Pretty expensive.
Hmm.
And this guy also consulted. So,
sense.
physician.
Anyway,
well,
You guys don't have
Sab
enough money?
reaches in and takes out a bag, 15 imperial coins.
No.
And he reaches over to the doctor and
Thank you much. Have a good day. Now get out. I got more patients.
Good to
Sab goes to pick up him and just walk him out.
You are slowly coming to. You can't quite stand up right now.
Sab is going to try and pick him up and lock him out.
Also, this guy rolled 1 success. So I was letting the roll determine how much he knew about the subject. So going to a doctor in Sunline is kind of a surefire, but going to doctors around here is not a bad idea. They're just going to roll. This guy
Yeah.
apparently didn't go to med school or something.
I mean,
Or He
Yeah.
cheated on his medical exam. But
You afford the consultations.
Ugh.
so where you guys going? To the saloon. Round 2.
We better get him back to the elixir.
Yeah.
The elixir.
Temporary name for a ship.
Well,
You know
I
that
mean,
he
less temporary.
You have your own ship.
Near shape, yeah.
You know, Miss Lady Augur, would you mind very much if I went to see your ship?
You mean like a tour or something?
Pardon?
You mean like a tour or something?
Yes, a tour.
How much money do you have?
Intuition.
Several. All right. How much? What does he say?
I'm very sorry. I'm going to need to take a quick break.
No worries.
Just going to need to. So we'll be right back.
It used to be worth less.
All right.
Yeah.
We're back.
So I'm making an intuition check on. I keep wanting to say Barrett on
Barrett's
Mr.
not
Reed
here.
here. But
Gotta be
why
honest,
he wants a
I'm
tour?
just gonna be calling you Reed because we've got another Jacob at the table.
All right,
Oh.
3 successes.
3 successes. What were you trying to incite?
Exactly
just
why he's perked up so much and is so interested in getting on our ship.
All right, so
A
you
very sudden change in emotion.
you see he's just he's very curious about something, and it doesn't seem like it's the ship he's interested in.
Hey, if you don't mind me asking, what's the appeal for you?
How much money?
That's none of your business.
Roll insight.
Is Anton awake enough that he's seeing
Oh
what's
my
going on, hearing what's going
All
on?
right,
You can see, but
I
all the
guess so.
sounds are kind of garbled right now.
Mm,
Unfortunately, you'll be up in probably 5 minutes.
Spencer, what would roll insight on a none of your business? So I was trying to see.
I mean, it's not
Are you
much
trying to see why
suss out.
I'm saying none of your business, or how much money you can
Okay.
deduce I have?
Intuition is
I don't think he can see
not
money.
a mind reader.
So he's probably just
It's
gonna
more of a
be.
polygraph that actually.
Alright. Then he's
If
probably
you roll
more.
well.
Yeah.
Then he's probably more like, why is he not? Than how much does he have?
Why is he not?
Yeah, why is he not telling me how?
Okay. Yeah, you can intuit that.
Acquaintances aren't supposed to ask acquaintances about money.
Cleverly?
Yeah,
Corporate
very cleverly.
propaganda so that
Right.
people don't get mad about their wages.
Okay. One success.
All right, you can tell that he just does not want to tell you how much money he, a stranger, has.
Yep.
Well, I apologize for my friend's conduct, but my question stands. Why is it you're so curious all of a sudden?
All right, I'll be straight with you. I don't believe that you are telling me as much as you do know about the ebony pervasion. I'm just so curious.
Roll inside check.
All right, go for it.
Inside checks.
I'll handle this one.
All right,
Gosh.
that was one success. Yeah.
He's curious.
He's curious.
So you think you're going to find information about the ebony pervasion on our ship?
No. I just want to spend more time with you guys.
I'm calling insight on that one.
Inside check. Why?
Do you want
Sab pulls
No,
out.
I'm just kidding.
No, they haven't. They haven't left.
Well, Mr. Reed, you're certainly a man of
Anton, your conscience. Or
You're able to hear
conscience.
again.
Yeah, you're good.
Interesting character.
Look. You need to get him to a doctor.
Did you poison me, or was that just my bad decisions?
This your bad.
Oh. Look, he needs to see a doctor. I can help you find one. I can even help pay for one that you seemingly can't afford yourselves.
You got it, but I appreciate the offer of help, Mr. Reed.
Yeah. Besides that, you guys are kind of interesting people, and sounds
What's-
like you've been in interesting places.
What's interesting about us?
You were in Jessamine last week.
That's Anton still being held by those two. Yeah, you can get up if you want. But...
No, what now? I don't have to walk right now. That's great.
You guys were in Jessamine last week. There was a party where all the guests were gassed, as your friend loves to say. There were police officers, or officers of the law, killed on the streets that night.
Hmm.
And there was just so much chaos, and I heard of building burning down in the area. I just want to know what do you have heard about a burn?
Not bad,
Okay,
actually.
you wouldn't have. Okay.
No.
There's a lot that's gone on, and I
And you want
just
to be closer
really...
to the danger, not further away.
What?
And you want to be closer to the danger, not further away.
Yes. See, I want to kind of transition from being just run-of-the-mill courier to, say, a type of journalist.
How much money do you have?
You're turning
Question?
it to Anton.
Did you?
What?
You're turning it to Anton. We're more of a seer, honestly. But
Oh, I don't know if that's better.
What do you
or
What do you
worse.
say? What do you say? You help me, I help you.
How do we help you?
And how do you help us?
Look, I'm a courier. I've been around Pandysia. You clearly haven't.
But you don't know the person that I wanted to ask you about. So what use are you?
I know my way around. I know how to get away, and I know how to find people. All right? It's not about what you know in terms of people. It's about what you know in terms of finding people.
Right,
How-
Mr.
Have that
Reed,
skill.
here's what I'll give you. Let me put a bit of a business offer for
Okay.
that person that he was asking you about, the two people, Dr. Atley and Nikolai Graves.
Mhm.
You find us information on both of them, or really good information on one of them. We'll take you on a provisional basis. So long as you're sure about the sorts of things you're getting involved in.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. You've got a deal.
Don't shake his hand. That doesn't end well. Well, he's not. Never mind. Can I roll a study check to see if her hand has anything going on? It's like slightly
If my
lumpy.
hand has anything going
Nope,
on.
nothing's going on. You're good.
Cool.
It's a hand. With notably no outsider's mark on it.
All right. So the thing is, I find the information first before you let me accompany you.
That's right.
All right. Where would I start?
That's what you're supposed to know. I've got my own leads, so call it a bit of a race.
Touche.
Our ship right now is docked in insert where our ship is docked here.
The docks.
The dock.
The docks. Our ship is
There's
docked
probably
in
a
the
spot
docks.
like
Our ship's in the docks now.
you are in spot 17.
What's 17?
Big
If you find
docks.
anything that can be of help to us and you've fulfilled your end of the bargain, then come find us there.
All right.
The rest of you, we should get Anton back to the ship.
Did he fix my liver?
We're gonna have to go to Sunline for that.
Is there a quicker way to fix my liver?
Doubtful.
'Cause I don't really have anything to do in Sunline right now.
I'm aware, but if it's a matter of life and death for you, I think it'd probably better be the next stop.
I will say I should have impressed this more with the doctor, but it's not exclusively Sunline that you can probably get treated. It's just go to some place that's not in the middle of the frontier. You should be good. Triptych isn't quite that.
Listen, it'd be good to see Mikhail again anyway.
Yeah, we need to pay him for the books. The
Oh, what's
library
exercise?
books that we burned.
I hadn't even realized. Next up, Sunline sounds good.
Yeah, we could stop by Duxton.
Also, I don't have any paint again, do I?
I don't know. We can get
Reasons adding up.
Grounder died for that paint, darn it.
No, Grounder died after he got the paint back.
True.
Right.
Soon.
Get you back to get.
Tab goes to Carrie.
See y'all later.
Mr. Reed.
Bye. He goes to Carrie Anton, like, I don't know, over bridal Carrie to the man.
All right,
facing
make a
the
quick
ship.
fight check.
Carrying him over the
Like,
threshold of
I'm
our
guessing
ship.
forcefully.
Yeah, forcefully works.
Okay, he rolls a success and a complication.
Oh, bonk my head on the doorframe.
The difficulty was a 2?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Not surprised.
That's why it was. You're not exactly in peak physical condition.
Let me help you with that. As he's starting to struggle, and I'm gonna like slip my arm.
A
around
fully
him.
conscious Anton, as you're trying to hold him, you do drop him on his head. You take
no.
1 stress damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Anton, are you okay? Are you dead?
I think I can just walk actually from here.
Okay.
What do you make of Reed?
Is it weird that his name was Reed?
Very weird.
And
Oh,
then
just a
that
common
his
name.
first name started with a J?
Well, that
Seems
part's
a
not
little
really weird.
suspicious. That both those things happened.
My first name starts with a J.
No, it doesn't, Anton.
One of them does.
Those are one.
Yeah, well.
Jeez. Osh. No.
Osh.
It's just a common name. There's gonna be Reeds everywhere. But he definitely knew the Ebony Probation. Surprising.
He seemed very interested that we knew the Ebony Probation.
Should I said less? Anyway, I've got to make a call later today. And probably get a telegram sent out. Or what is it called? Is it telegram?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sent by radio. What?
So just a couple of things I need to do, but
And we need to. If you can stop by the one girl's place. Oh. So Sibel lives in town. So if
oh,
you,
from your list.
yeah, if you could just, I don't know, stop by, see what she's up to.
What is it you're planning on gaining from her?
Like a box that I really like.
I thought
I mean, I don't know. See if she knows anything about it. You maybe use your cult voidy angle and just be like, I want boxes.
give me some well that I can try, I suppose.
Cool.
Actually that might be helpful. What else do you know about her?
Okay, so she had these like explosives, and they weren't whale oil, which was really weird. We all
So that's
teased her
what I'm
about
aware
it.
of that I was rigged up with them.
Yeah, I kind of. But anyway, so then she got a bunch of money, apparently selling them to like the military or someone, and now she's rich.
But before that, she was one of your comrades.
Yeah,
Doing what exactly?
demolitions expert.
Anything more specific? You can give me anything that only you would have known. Or the people around her. Something that I wouldn't know. I mean,
Spencer.
Yes.
Does Sab know? I guess rolling for anything that Sab would know about Sibel that most people wouldn't.
What kind of
Possibly-
information are you looking for?
I'm guessing information that could be used to do a fake seeing from Heisel.
Sure.
Yeah. I roll
Yeah.
for anything or like how much I got?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a study check.
what was Sab's old group called, by the way? Was I told that?
There's
I think you've mentioned it.
yeah,
Yeah.
the ghosts. Right. I'm gonna use a extra die. This one. Momentum. Steady cleverly. 2. Okay, that is 2 successes.
Okay. Do you want me to spill the beans verbally on what you know about Sibel, or do you want that to be something I said
I mean,
over text?
I guess send it over text if that's okay.
Okay.
Picturing Anton like I can walk myself and just sitting on the floor like
looking up at the ceiling
Put your hand up.
and he's
No.
just processing.
You're just gonna sit there on the ground,
for now.
in the middle of the road?
For now.
We're in the middle of the road. Sabs reaches in, pulls out one of the bottles of like lake water that he still has, uncorks it, and just pours it on the ground, and then puts it back into his coat.
What? When was that from?
I think he went to get like. There was this whole thing about how he was gonna try and get whiskey at the party if he couldn't get it in another place, and so he got the bottles and pretend he needed lake water. So now he just has a empty bottle basically.
What on earth?
I'm thinking.
I think that was a fair enough bargain to make with Mr. Reed.
I hope he finds something.
You're a very motivated and interested person. Can do wonders. Especially with connections like he'd probably over here.
You said you had connections. Are they
I
that
know a few
extensive?
people. Well, obviously a town like this isn't Sunline. I don't know everyone, but there's Isabella Scanty definitely. Would like to go see her. Out of curiosity as much as anything. And I know have you heard of Armano Venezzi?
Okay.
Or Vinizetti?
Benzetti.
Vinzetti?
Yep.
Vinzetti.
Benzetti.
Armano
I'm
Vinzetti.
assuming no.
No. Emil, however, would have.
Oh.
Rip.
My
That
dead
was-
character.
Okay. So Sibel was like basically a thief, like a safecracker. She's wanted in Sarkonos, for some heists that she did. And then that's where I think Argon found her. That helpful, or do you need some?
I think that'll be enough to go on.
What was she touchy about that subject, or?
She was actually proud of that subject.
Yeah, she seemed like she didn't not bring it up.
In
Like
fact, she
she kind of brought it up a
Yeah.
lot,
bragged.
It's something
like
she was,
always when we were bragging.
Huh. Good to know. I think I can work with that. Well, let me see what I can do after I make a couple other calls. See what I can find. What you're looking for is information on the books or I know his name, it's on this sheet somewhere. The guy who's in charge.
Argon?
Argon.
He
Argon?
You man.
already said it.
Or she knows anything about Argons.
Uh,
What's tell me a bit more about Argon, actually.
well, he let us, kind of found us. I might need to roll again.
Just anything distinctive about him physically or
You have a picture of him.
his presence.
No picture. You would know exactly what he looked like. Oh boy, I don't even think I have.
So that might just give
He was
you-
very tall. Okay. Actually, you know what? I have a reference. I wrote this guy down.
How tall?
Let's see.
This guy like 7'11"? Which would be a hilarious height to be. Just so that you could walk into the convenience store and be like, I am 7'11". They're like, yes, you are.
He's just wearing a big 7-Eleven shirt. Oh dear.
I love that sequence of numbers so much. They're just like, I can see that.
He's 6'8".
Yeah,
Oh,
gives
oh.
Miguel a run for his money. And height.
Lumen figure then. Distinctive about his face.
Oh
The way he held himself, the way he dressed, anything else.
boy.
Content related to his appearance.
Yeah.
Here.
He had a lot of scarring on his face. Nothing like too dramatic or
A lot
evil
of
villain.
scarring.
Nothing like over the eye.
Mm.
Just like he's been in plenty of tumble fights.
Yeah, I gave him one of those. That's his. I dropped my sword from height when I was trying to stand on my hands on a tree and it hit him in the face.
He didn't.
No, I didn't.
Be a good story though.
Yeah.
Jacob, if you have any ideas, that would
Okay.
make sense for Argon. Don't be afraid to say them.
Okay.
I have a weird question. Is there any way that Anton could police sketch artist this guy? Just like from his description, draw
Yes.
him?
Yeah.
Because he had these really
It's,
Yeah.
kinda weird gray eyes.
Roll a
Like,
tinker
they're not super weird, they're
check.
just kind of
It's
Yeah.
art.
yeah. Just gray eyes.
This is going to have to be cleverly,
Fair enough.
given that it's a police sketch kind of thing. Difficulty of to be accurate, you're going to need at least a 4.
I did not get a 4.
Okay. Well, you drew somebody. You're not quite sure. If it's Argon.
I
I'm
think
gonna-
it should be enough anyway. I just need a couple of impressions. Something I can kind of spin.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do like a
Quick sketch.
no, like a
Probably a physical thing you might remember. He had a lot of tattoos. Nothing on his head, face, but kind of a long serpentine pattern on his left arm.
How did you spell the name?
Argon.
AN.
And had some snake tattoos or serpentine like
Yeah.
tattoos.
How extensive.
Stuff like that.
How visible.
Not if he was wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Not if he wore
Going
a
up,
long sleeve shirt.
probably to about here.
But would Sibyl know? Would that be
I mean, yeah, she would know. I mean, we bait. Never mind.
what?
Listen, you got 5 minutes to shower. No one's causing P's or Q's. We're moving on from this subject.
Yeah. That's anyway. There's plenty. That part I don't even need. I think we'll be able to find an angle from that. Thank you.
I'm going to take the sketch that I like, the preliminary sketch or whatever, and be like, is this what he looked like?
No.
Oh. What's wrong about it?
Well, you see that part?
Yeah.
That's like a good example because it doesn't look anything like it. I'll just expand that. That's the whole picture.
So it just doesn't look like.
He's a guy.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
Doesn't have black eyes.
What color eyes does? Well.
Gray.
Whoa! I can actually draw that.
Yeah.
His gray eyes?
I went with that.
Okay.
Gray eyes.
Well, wait. Is that
Written
even
it down.
possible?
Oh,
Yeah, people have grass.
probably not.
These are just weird.
Maybe just
Different
darker
levels
gray.
of gray, and also
People have, like, gray
technically
eyes.
my color is gray, but like it's one of those things that
Like a
it can
depressed blue.
change.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's a depressed blue.
Because there are certain eye colors that change a little with lighting, and one of the possibilities, like my eyes have been sort of a bluish gray at times, so
Gotcha.
like I think there are people who have had more gray eyes that are like actually closer to the color gray. But
okay.
Probably nothing like, oh my gosh, it's the man with the gray eyes. But enough to be like, oh, this guy has.
yeah. Like it is technically a color name, so for eyes.
But yeah, might be more of a dull blue.
Okay.
So I'm gonna draw his gray eyes with pencil, which is gray.
Oh,
And now-
wow, this is perfect.
Now it's accurate.
Nice.
Eye color does not actually help in this situation.
All right.
So what are the others planning on doing?
Anton is still sitting in the street.
I can take him back to the ship and we.
It'd probably be best for you not to be around, at least while I'm meeting with Sibyl.
Yeah.
Probably for my other call as well.
Okay.
A couple of errands I need to run anyway.
I'll go put him off, put him somewhere, and then I'll try and find that black market void shop or something if they have anything here.
Sure. I might make my way there eventually too, look for a bone charmer.
Okay. We can try and. Well, I don't know.
I'm sure I'll be able to find it. Don't worry. But I'll see you later. Just take care of yourself, Anton, alright?
Well, that's gone well so far.
Do a better job than you've been doing.
Hopefully I will.
I need to go find people.
Okay. Are you guys just still hanging out in the town? You're not going back to the elixir?
I'm not.
Okay. They
We
are.
are, I think.
Okay.
At least he's, well, I mean, Anton could probably just walk back himself.
Instead of like trying to drag him will somehow help, and he's no, I'm good.
Yeah, so he could
Stop holding
probably.
my hand.
It'd be.
My shriveled up deformed hand.
Could you not? That feels weird. There's nerve damage now. I don't know.
Give me just a second.
If I poke it, does it hurt?
Good question.
Does it feel like a
Does it
Give
hurt
him a
when
moment.
we poke his stub? Or not stub,
Shriveled
like
hand.
shriveled.
hand?
You don't feel anything.
Yeah, I can't feel anything.
Then it should be fine.
I mean, it's not, but it's
That's
not
what we
gonna get
always said.
worse.
That's kind of just what we've always said. We
Oh,
said that in the circus, and we said it with the group. If you can't feel it, probably fine. Ask Rose later.
I can't move it, so I don't think it's fine. But
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it's probably fine.
well, I mean, my liver's definitely worse. But
Yeah, and you can feel that, right?
I did a
Yeah.
moment ago pretty bad.
Point made.
Fair enough.
If you can't feel something, then it's
Josh,
either a lost
would you want to
cause.
have Jacob Reed do his search on screen? Or is that something?
Are you? No, I think he's doing secret stuff that we're not supposed to know about.
Getting all
Well, I just
his-
wanted to open up the offer.
Yeah. Get some metagaming.
Oh, metagaming.
Where were we?
Oh.
I mean, like, if you can't feel it, then I mean, it's either gone, or you're never going to use it again, or it's fine.
Might be the middle one.
Which one was the middle one?
Never gonna use it again.
Never going to. Oh. Well, I mean, we have Plan B. So, stick a new one. Robot arm.
And where exactly would we find a robot arm?
I don't know.
What's a
Find a
robot?
Yeah, you guys
clockwork
don't know what a
soldier.
robot is.
Clockwork arm.
There you go.
Stick that on.
Bab's bedside manner knows no parallel.
I don't even own a pocket watch. Be a big step up to be a pocket watch.
Yeah, I don't know if they could tell time, so you might not need to worry about that. Don't worry, it won't become a thing. People won't be like, hey, you have a robot hand. You definitely know what time it is. I mean, maybe you will. And we could ask you. It could be very helpful, especially if it's dark. You don't have any connection to.
Well, that's
You just drive him
no.
out of the room?
I don't.
Yeah, I'll stop
I
there.
still don't.
Oh, what? Oh, no. It's... I was just messing with Josh.
Nothing
All
funny.
right, and we're back.
Right. While Spencer was away,
They continued small
they
talking.
continued small talking and got onto the topic of Sab saying, "If you need me to, I will cut your hand off," and then Anton being, "No, you don't have to do that," and then Sab being like, "Oh, good, I really didn't want to," and then they talked some more, and Anton revealed that he had the vision about getting cut into pieces, and that's why he doesn't like that. And Sab was very silent and didn't say anything.
So, what was your? Did you have a vision?
Yeah, I saw a three painting, three canvas painting,
Would Anton know the technical term for that?
probably.
Yes, actually, that has come to
Like a triptych?
Yeah, like a triptych.
Oh,
Also, where are you guys right now?
Triptych.
walking.
I mean,
back to the
walking
ship.
down.
Okay, all right.
Well, that's thematically relevant to where we are, actually.
Wow, well, you know. Funny how life does that.
In other news, well, I lost my paint. I also had a run-in with the broker. And if it hadn't been for the run-in with the broker, I don't think I would have gotten marked by the actual outsider. I'm not sure, but I think I might want to just send him a little gift, maybe get on better terms with him, if nothing else, so that he might be able to fix this hand. So I was hoping if you turn to the last page of this, there's a recipe for some really good special green tea, and I was wondering if you might get the ingredients for it, and I don't know, maybe offer some to the broker if that's a possibility.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah,
I guess
so that would be like while I'm resting, if you could keep that in mind and just keep that in the back of your head.
Tea.
Makes very special green tea because I figured that the broker would really like that. It's family recipe. And that and other things, if you find anything in a nice void market or black market, if you could just pick me up something nice. And he's going to hand Sab 150 notes.
That seems to be the number of the hour.
It does.
Well, okay. That takes it. Begins copying this page, probably.
Yep.
Interesting.
And Anton is not watching him copy the page.
Okay. Why
Specifically.
aren't you watching?
Because I don't want to see what is on either page.
Okay.
I don't know if the broker can read thoughts or whatever. If he can, and it's relevant, then he'd learn probably what Anton is meaning by this, but otherwise Anton's trying to keep there from being any actual indication of what he means or what's on that page.
All right. Keep that in mind. As you two walk back onto the ship, not always mean anything, I swear. Sometimes I do it just to freak you guys out. Make a perception check.
What is it this time?
This time it is.
I'm going to roll one for big things, which is terrible, and one for the little details, which is also terrible. I noticed nothing.
2 success.
2 successes?
Mhm.
Okay.
Still thinking about that whole liver thing.
I am.
Everything seems normal. And then, Sab, you would feel something straight into your arm. Roll a survive check.
Okay.
Would this have been after he copied this stuff, or while he was copying this stuff, or near the
I'll say
airfield?
after.
Okay.
But you got it down.
Okay.
This is a bit of a time skip.
You got everything?
So survival.
You got the ingredients for
do
the
I still
special
have
green
that
tea?
one, the last
Momentum.
Depends on if scenes changed.
There's been scene changes.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right,
That was
so
a bit too long ago.
survival. Can you do it boldly or anything like that?
So would Anton also not
Forcefully is what it's going to have to be.
Okay.
Would Anton also not notice that he got some sort of blow dart in his arm or whatever?
Not immediately.
Because he rolled nothing.
Right.
Okay, that is 1 success.
Okay.
Mm, mm, I'm thinking about making a critical.
Is this hidden difficulty or no?
This is hidden difficulty.
Uh-oh.
I'll make it a critical.
Be smart in the situation.
Okay. You are going to fall unconscious in about 3 seconds.
Okay.
You don't know what just happened, really. You look around, and I'm still sticking with that perception check. Don't really know what just happened, but something hit you with a sleep dart, and you collapse right next to Anton.
That's 2 in one day.
Yeah, you would see him collapse, and on a precursory check, you would see that there was a blow dart in him.
So I'm immediately going to look in the direction that the blow dart seems to have come from
Okay.
and like try to figure out if anyone's there.
Yeah. Roll a study check, difficulty of 2.
Can I use swiftly?
No. Cleverly. The whole direction thing.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so it's a success and a complication.
No complications on perception checks. You're good. Good. And I'm not even going to impose a chaos for that. You guys have enough of that is.
Purely from bad rolls, except not.
Mostly from bad rolls.
Mostly from bad rolls.
Some
there
from
was-
bad decisions.
There was a little bit of that was bad decisions. That's true.
Okay.
Else, anything?
It's you, isn't it?
Did you?
And at that moment,
Or not?
Shadow's gonna come and charge down the. They're in the hallway, right? Or I assume that's where the ship goes on.
Yeah, I'm going to say that they're in the hallway right now. So going through the crew quarters. Yep.
Right. So something's gonna run at him from the hallway.
Okay. Something. What'd you roll on a perception check?
1
Okay.
success.
So you would see, from the direction, eventually, you would see this figure moving towards you with a mask on. Not like Sav's mask. Got 2 glass paneled eyes and a
Ooh.
respiratory device that's sticking out from the nose to like the lower chin.
Like a gas mask?
Yes, I'm describing a gas mask.
Would Anton know what that is?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
Weird mask.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, but I see this happening.
Yeah. What are you doing? I'm sorry. What is
I've
this
had time
shadowy figure?
I've had time. The shadowy figure's had time to reload his crossbow,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's gonna take a shot.
All right.
If I see anything happening, I'm going to attempt
Does
to
Bill do anything?
bolt.
There is Bill. That is correct. Bill
I'm
is
going
with
to
you.
Session, and you're
attempt-
already doing PvP with your new character.
I'm going to attempt to bolt behind him. If I
a
see what he's
hallway?
doing. Can I do that? Is it too
You'd
narrow?
have to jump over him.
I just fired.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get close.
Because you revealed yourself, he is going to get a chance to contest that ranged check roll.
Okay.
Dispute that. So go ahead and give me a second. Yeah, you can make it a move check. I was debating fight or move, and this is going to be move.
So can I move swiftly to dodge?
Yes, you.
Let's see. Yep, 2 successes.
One success.
Okay. Your sleep dart goes past the hallway, shoots above him. You duck. You're moving toward him, right?
Yes,
All right.
like running towards him.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, that is the question.
Good question.
Knock the crossbow out of his hand.
Okay. Make a fight check.
I get a
apologize.
fight swiftly.
Yes.
Can I contest this?
Yes. It is melee. You can always contest melee.
I use cleverly using my martial arts knowledge. I can switch to swiftly.
I will allow cleverly. If I'm allowing swiftly, I can allow cleverly.
Can I use any focuses on this?
What's that? Kicking. This would be brawling.
Then
You can use your
unfortunately-
painting focus. No.
No.
Quick, paint him.
Oh no!
Brawl. Literally.
What you find out, he wants to kill you. Ah!
Oh no, I didn't know that. The context wasn't enough. Actually, I can't see his face. It's 2 successes and I'm mad about it because they're really good, but it's 2 successes.
2 successes.
Numbers?
2 and 4.
7 and 8.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what that does.
Yeah, I
But
will
he
say you haven't damaged him, but you do kick the crossbow up. You're in a tight area. So you just kick it literally up, it hits the ceiling, and falls back down on its feet. So still quite close. You can't really kick it to any other side area. If you had like rolled like a 3, I would have allowed you to kick it into another room. But you're literally, he's aiming it, you're kicking, it's gonna go up.
So I don't have much of a control over what happens to it at this point.
You bought some time.
I have to wait.
If he wants to use that thing again, what do you want to do?
He's going to pull out a choke dust grenade.
Could
and
you hold
toss
on?
it.
All right.
I'm gonna hold my breath.
That is
Which
not
is what I did last time
a-
someone threw something at the
that's-
ground.
Yes.
Yeah, that is not a. There's no check for that because it's right there. You have a guest mask on.
So I'm gonna try to hold my breath like I did for the last thing that someone threw.
Roll a survive check.
Still not good at survive checks. It's gonna be 1 success.
Okay. You are blinded for the next 2 turns. Choke dust is not just gas.
Oh,
It's a stun grenade as well.
fun.
Yep. Okay. What are you doing? Any check that you have will be increased difficulty by 1 or 2, depending on what exactly you're trying to pull off.
I know where the crossbow was though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to grab it and. Okay. So you said that the hallway would have been too tight for me to normally get past him.
Yeah, you could go beside him. I'd assume he's in the middle of the hallway. So it would be like if you were passing someone in this hallway, you'd have to say, "Excuse me," to get past.
Okay. So how does it interact with bolt?
Oh, yeah, you can bolt.
Okay.
Yeah. You can bolt
Then
past.
I'm gonna try to.
Just to remind you, you are keeping track of your mana score as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Awesome. Did I tell you how much mana Bolt uses?
Yeah, 2.
Good.
So, and I'm assuming it's been plenty long enough because I haven't used any mana since we arrived in Triptych.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. Whatever your mana maximum is.
Yeah.
Your void point total by 2, I think.
And so I'm gonna try to grab the crossbow and bolt behind him.
All right.
Just so
And
you
then
know,
keep going, basically.
the crossbow isn't loaded.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
All right. It's yeah.
I'm more worried about him having it.
Yep.
Also, sorry, Sal.
It's okay.
I just ran.
What is Bill doing? Bill is.
What would Bill be doing?
This is up to you.
If it's a crowded hallway, then he might.
She.
So sorry, I misgendered my own dog.
Whoa. We
I
have it
take
for
a
the
penalty
record.
of -20 to my next check, because of mental
I
damage. from-
misgendered my own dog.
My dog, I misgendered her. So I don't know. Would I know it was like a sleep dart, or would I think that it was like poison?
There's no way to determine that in this current tense situation.
Technically, I as a player also don't know, and I've been assuming it's a sleep dart. So I guess I'm going to keep assuming it's a sleep dart.
Yeah.
And hoping it's a sleep dart, because otherwise I'm going to be annoyed at the arrival of this new character. And so I think Bill's probably going to. Could Bill get through?
It would actually probably be easier for Bill to get through.
Then yeah, Bill. I'm going to say Bill's probably going to like follow Anton.
Okay.
I don't know how fast.
All right.
She
She'll
is.
make a check. Move on by.
Did
Is she
I get
affected
the
by
crossbow
choke
by the way?
dust at all?
Yeah, that's right. She is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would I have the crossbow with me though?
Yeah, no, she doesn't. She doesn't. What's that?
Would I have the crossbow with me?
That
Or is that a check?
That
Vacuum
is
cleaner.
feet. Okay. Yes, you can grab it. Grabbing is something fairly easy, especially because it's not like on his person or anything. As for bolting, I will say that because of how close you are, I will allow him one other attack, kind of like an opportunity attack. I know you're bolting, but adding the action of picking that up involves at least some
Fair.
sort of movement that's past him. So,
And I can't really
as
see
he
what he's
leans
doing.
over to pick up the crossbow, he's going to try to kick him in the face.
Okay. Yeah. Is this non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Oh,
Okay.
thank goodness.
That is 2 successes.
Do I get to contest this or no?
It's a melee. You get to contest it. Has to be fight though.
What do complications do in a fight? And I'm like, I don't want you to kick me in the face sort of situation.
Complication?
Yeah.
He kicks you in the face, and it's hard.
It's kind of apparent. You drop the crossbow.
Shoot.
That is what crossbows do. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Awful.
How much stress does that inflict?
Kick to the face. That's 2 stress. Non-lethal stress. So
Man, I hate having only 4
You're-
stress points. I'm
Yeah.
not down.
your head is wow. First you were dropped, and now you have been kicked in the head.
You were dropped on
You're
your
getting
head.
a little
Not as a
woozy.
baby, though.
Never start with the head.
Yeah, I guess he's still bolting away because he's like,
All right, you can do that. Bill is not only blinded but also stunned. So she's just kind of coughing right now as a
Dog
dog
coughs.
coughs. Yeah, dogs cough.
Thank you for
Open
that
mouth.
imitation.
For the record, yes. So Bill is kind of out of combat for a little bit, for probably, I think, 2 turns. I'll take a look at the stats for choke dust after this session, but that is kind of how it works. It has little sparkly bits that blind you as well as the actual choking dust.
I don't like this stuff. I need to get some of this stuff.
Normally move or both would be just you do it, no check required. But because of the blinded thing, go ahead and make a move check difficulty of 2.
I'm assuming swiftly.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay. Jacob Reed, that you don't know.
Mysterious
would
masked
see-
man that I don't know.
You would see Anton obviously stunned from the choke dust grenade. And then you just see a flash of him just moving right behind you. Just a single frame of movement almost, but still looks like he moved. He didn't just teleport. You see him just bolt right past you. But you can definitely tell that it was some sort of black magic.
So he's gonna spin around, I guess, and do I get an action?
It is your turn now, so yes.
So he's gonna spin around, and I guess is he within striking range?
How far are you teleporting?
As far as I can.
Okay. 15 feet, I believe, is the maximum. So he's you could move
Oh, enough
and
far.
melee attack.
Can I like leap and try to tackle him?
Yeah, you could do that. Yep.
So that'd be a fight check. Swiftly.
Yes, this is a contest. It is going to be a fight check as well.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay. Do I get to use swiftly?
Yes.
3 successes.
What are the numbers?
1 and 12.
12 and 4.
Okay. The attack does not hit. What are you doing?
I'm still blinded.
Mm-hmm. This is your final turn of being blinded, though.
Okay.
So that just means that checks will have an increased difficulty.
I guess I'm still running.
Okay. So
If
you're at the end of the hallway by this point, so you're going to need to probably go up the stairs or go into the galley. Upstairs will lead you to the top deck.
But I can't see the stairs.
No, which is why I would give you a check for trying to get onto them.
Situation. Yeah, I'm gonna run up the stairs.
Okay.
I can turn around and be like, mysterious masked man that I don't know is Jacob Reed. I have the high ground.
You are not going to like this. You're going to have to roll a study check for that. This is perception, not move. because you need to remember orientation is kind of related more to the senses than to your motor skills. So
True. But could I still use swiftly since I'm doing it
Yes.
while running?
yes.
Okay. It's 2 successes.
Okay, that is just about enough to you instinctively crouch and don't hit your head on the spiral staircase, knowing that it is at least coming up, and reaching your hands out, you do manage to actually grab the railing and like, okay, there it is. And you start to move up the stairs. You are just about to the top, but not quite on the deck yet.
Okay.
You are very fast. Okay, what are you doing?
He's going to pull out a grapple gun and try to shoot at his try to shoot it and grab onto his feet.
All
So he
right,
gets to the top.
make a ranged attack difficulty of. It's a little tricky. It's going to be a 3.
Difficulty of 3.
You cannot resist this.
Okay.
Mm.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. You would hear this burst of pneumatic pressure come from behind you. We actually never saw Grounder use his grappling hook, so I don't know. Sounds like something's going on back there. You can also move on your turn if you want to do that.
Okay.
You always.
Well,
I like the
then,
D&D rules of you get an action in the movement. So we'll stick with
since
that.
I shot my grappling hook there and it missed, I assumed it latched onto like the side of the stairs or something. Did it? If it didn't, that's fine.
What did you roll on the ranged check?
1 success.
Okay. What focus did you apply to that?
I didn't apply a focus.
Okay. Where do I put ranged weapon light? Do you have a crossbows focus or like an archery focus?
No.
Okay. All right. Then unfortunately, actually no, because of that, I will say that did actually hit. The railing, that is. Since it's a little bit hard for you to pull off. So yes, it does latch on.
All right, so he's going to use that and use the grapple to pull himself
Yeah.
over to the
Okay.
stairs.
Because Anton is so darn fast, he definitely still has a lead on you, but you are on the stairs now.
Right.
Huh?
And I can see now.
Yes, you can see.
So I'm on the ship.
Yeah.
Am I on the top deck?
You are on the top deck. That's right.
So I can't get any further up.
Yep.
I can't use bolt to negate fall damage, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
I could.
So this is kind of the limitation of both. You can use it in any way that you could actually move to. So what you could do is basically use it to speed up how fast you would climb. So basically, to use bolt to get down, I would basically
climbing down.
you would do bolt, but I would also make you roll a free running check to see if you can actually parkour yourself down.
Okay.
Just in addition.
Okay.
Because even if you do miss, if you just take fall damage probably.
Okay. So I'm gonna run out onto the deck, try to get to an open area.
Mm-hmm. Most of the deck is pretty open. So.
And would I know what's near the edge? Is there a way to get away? Is there a way to jump on top of a roof? Is there any sort of like network of stuff that I could get onto that would be easier for someone who was very good at free running than someone who wasn't?
I mean, the entirety of the deck is flat, save for like the bridge area.
But is like in my surroundings,
so
like
around
off the bridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's actually a pretty wide variety of like moorings and things attached to the ship that you pretty easy to actually get onto.
And would that network of moorings and all of that make it where I could evade him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to get onto those.
Okay. All right. Are you bolting or just?
I'm
running?
gonna like run until I get there and then bolt up to it
Okay.
to like speed up the climbing.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll a free running check then. I will say difficulty of your free running focus is like 5, right? Yeah. So this is I'm gonna say 3, just because this is kind of new power and got pretty good skills. So. You know what? 2.
Okay, well I have 2.
Okay. Yeah. I was just thinking about that, and 3 is a lot harder when you're on your own. So, yeah. Difficulty of 2.
And that was
You do
another
use bolt, and you parkour yourself in a microsecond. Millisecond, sorry.
Microsecond.
Microsecond.
1,000th of a millisecond.
Oof.
So
Yeah. It's more like a quarter of a second, honestly. 25 milliseconds?
25.
Deciseconds?
250 milliseconds, so it'd be 25 centiseconds.
Centiseconds, there it is. The metric system. Okay.
Love the metric system.
So I will say at this point, because of him using bolt, he's you're not going to catch up to him at this point. What is Bill doing? Bill will act actually after. Let's. What are you doing right now?
All right, at this point, he's gonna probably rush back down the stairs and grab his crossbow. Or actually, no, he's just gonna pull out a dart and run back downstairs with it in his hand.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So the moorings are on the starboard of the ship. Whereas the exit would be on the aft. So are you trying to sneak or anything to go back out, or just rushing out?
He's rushing towards the dog.
Oh, okay. All right. Bill is conscious. Let's see.
So this is after the choke test would have ended.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah. Bill is no longer stunned. So go ahead and roll an attack roll.
All right.
Against
Anton's
Bill.
like, get some rest. And Anton's like, that did not happen.
Can I apply brawl to this?
Yeah,
Like,
improvised weapon.
Anton, did you get some? Oh,
No.
no, he did not.
Yeah.
Give me a
Sad's just
second.
like-
I'm gonna need to take
You're like,
a look at
"Uh-oh."
it. Where is Bill's stat block?
Hail Sokolov. Because we've got too many Sokolovs.
And too many Antons, too many Joshes, and too many Jacobs. Jingleheimer Schmitz. If
That's what
Anton
this
dies.
campaign
What'd you roll?
needs.
1 success.
Okay. It's a contest, so. Wolfhound. Come on,
Scared
Control F. I
Bill.
believe in you.
Yeah.
Not Bill. Oh, are you a human trafficker?
Think of it this way. If he was a human trafficker, would he want your liver?
And he
Oh,
didn't know
word.
about that. So
Is he just gonna-
wouldn't.
Get information? Or like, what does he want?
I still think he's a human trafficker, but we're gonna see if that gets disproven. Also, Anton's like, so this crazy guy, and then Jacob Reed's gonna walk back up. So I was doing some digging for that information, and he's gonna be like, hi, normal interaction because I don't know you did that. It's awful.
Yes.
Masks are the bane of
let's
my
see
existence.
Look, if he kidnaps Sab,
It's gonna be
then
bad.
we're gonna find him and we're gonna figure out it was him.
It's Sad's turn to be kidnapped.
That's true.
He was feeling left out with the rest
Yeah.
of us.
Not really, but that's okay.
You didn't want to be kidnapped?
What
We
number
like
did you
being
roll
part
for
of
the
the group.
success?
5.
No. Bill.
You do successfully
the
drug the dog. There you go.
No.
Hmm.
My baby.
Right. And I guess then he's going to go
No, he
and
just left.
drag Sab's body away.
I thought the Bill was gonna
To
be
try to
able
what?
wait.
I'm gonna take Sab's body away.
Okay. Make a quick fight check.
Congrats.
Um,
Been kidnapped.
Wait, was that also in the hallway?
I'll say it.
Quietly.
Can I have your knife?
Yeah, you can do that. You can stealth.
Physically.
Difficulty,
not
it is going to be a 2.
I got confused. He was all
To
like,
carry
"Your son
set.
doesn't have a knife," and then I was like,
You know what? I'm going to change that. Difficulty of 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to change that for the
I-
future because
I
it should be
do, though.
easier to haul bodies around. It's Dishonored.
Thank you.
3 successes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say 1 momentum for that. Okay.
"No, you can't have momentum for drugging my dog or dragging
That's for
Seb's
No, that was
body
dragging
away."
Give it
Sab
up.
away. So you pick up
Oh.
Sab.
Should
Okay.
voluntarily get rid of it.
Where are you going, Anton?
Away to a place that is great to look to make sure that he's away from the guy, but not where he could easily get to.
Okay. So in this area, there aren't many buildings to watch from, but there are a crap ton of airships. So that would probably be the best vantage point that you could actually see what's going on.
Okay. We'd make his way there, and he'd be looking out as much as possible to see where this guy is. Like, is he following? Where did he go? Is he escaping? Etc.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll a free running check to get onto one of these boats.
2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully get onto one. I think I might actually perhaps bolster the power of Bolt to increase the distance. I'm going to say it can go 20 feet.
Okay.
And that is still subject to change. Okay. So are you trying to sneak away right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Was
Go ahead.
Sab's body out in the open, though?
What's that?
Was Sab's body out in the open?
That was in the hallway.
Hmm.
Yep. So go
So I did
ahead
not
and
have
roll
seen
yep. Stealth check.
Yeah. I'll add that momentum I just got to it.
Okay. Perception
And
check.
I also sent you a message on Discord.
Okay.
Not good at perception. I wish someone who was here. No. I don't want. I do not want.
Yeah, now's the
I
time.
know,
If ever there
I
was
am
a
not.
time.
I rolled 2 complications, and I'm just gonna re-roll them both because I don't want that in my life.
I will say,
It's nothing, but it's better than complications.
2 successes.
I hate to say it, but I don't give you complications for perception check.
Oh,
If you want to take that void point, it's the same result. You can
Yeah.
get that void point.
thank you.
That's cheap. I don't want to deprive you.
You're
I'm the nice
a
DM.
kind and
So-
benevolent DM, sir.
So much thanks.
Void points are great.
Yeah, I'm trash at perception.
Roll a tinker check.
I kind of wish I was Siren right now. I'd be able to track him down.
Also,
so
what'd you roll for the
easily.
stealth?
I
stealth check.
know.
2
Okay,
successes.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead and take 2 momentum for that one.
Okay.
I can
Oh.
just draw him to.
I'll add the
Because
momentum to this
now-
roll.
Yeah,
Doesn't have a
I will
face,
say soon the
so
scene will
many
change, so it'll
needs.
probably be 2 within the next scene.
I cannot
Yeah.
find the thing. It's too well crafted.
I do this session. I wouldn't have to play it for much. It's
Okay.
good.
Oh, my dog.
So what happens if we don't take this new party member into our party?
That's
What are we just killing?
We could.
Okay. And a
We're just
complication-
like for no reason,
Um,
but just for funsies. I'm gonna shank him. Like he's dead.
Let me.
I barely got
Let me
him
miss.
with that. 3 stress points.
All right. I'm messaging Discord. All right. So you do manage to slip away. Before we address what's up with those 2, what are you doing? You're there for like probably 15 minutes. You could still be
I
on that
see
ship.
Nothing. I'm going to make my way back to our airship.
Hmm?
And try to like secure it, make sure everyone's okay, try to make sure that he's not there.
Yeah, where's everyone else on our airship?
Vectors would be out. I don't know where Candler would be. You know what? He's probably out visiting the headquarters for the enforcers. Ellison, however, you would find is in the pilot house, unconscious, with a sleep dart in her.
No. First dart
Well,
logged,
a
then
dart.
crappy
You don't know
pilot.
it's a sleep dart, but
Okay.
make a quick study check.
Can I add poison's focus?
Yes, you can add poison's focus. I will say
Ooh.
that things that induce sleep are poisons.
So
Doesn't
I
have to
got
kill you.
3 successes.
She is asleep, unconscious. It's a sleep dart.
Good.
You got one momentum with that. It's a difficulty of 1, but I don't want to give you momentum for just like yes, breathing.
Yeah. So, if everyone's okay on the ship, I'm gonna go to where Sav was and where Bill was.
Yeah.
Like, try to get them, but they're not there. I'm assuming.
Bill is still there, breathing. I will go ahead and say, for simplicity's sake, you cannot wake them up. It's a very, very powerful,
Soporific.
soporific. What?
Soporific drug is a drug that makes you
Soporific.
sleepier sleep.
Oh, okay. Wow, I've been looking for that word for all my life. Awesome.
What an excellent word.
Soporific?
Soporific.
Sopor-
Soporific. I think.
Soporific.
Feel free to check me on that.
Okay, that's cool.
But
Yeah,
I think that's correct.
soporific. This is something I'm imposing that's in the game, is that if you're unconscious, even if people find out, they're like, wake up! And then you don't. If you're unconscious for about an hour.
Yeah.
So,
But no Sab.
no sab. I just go.
Well, I'm gonna drag Bill onto the airship.
Oh, Bill's on the airship. This is
Oh,
in
Bill's
the,
on the airship,
this is in
right.
the hallway. All this was in the
So-
hallway.
Bill's on the airship. I'm gonna like
You would see an empty canister of choke dust as well, or small cylindrical. It honestly looks like, you know, those sugar dispensers that are at like diners and whatnot. Looks like that, but it's opaque and gray. It has like, I guess there would be no pin on it.
so I'm gonna like close up the airship as much as you can close up an airship. I don't know if he has keys.
Yeah. You can lock it up.
And if I've like checked everywhere and he's not on there, then I'm just gonna like pull up in here and
Okay.
like make sure that people don't get on that should not be there.
All right, sounds good.
Also, for flavor, he's gonna take out his sketchbook and like think about what he looked like, remember that he had a mask on, and be like cussing about it. No one would hear because everyone's asleep.
Okay. Heisel, you're doing regular, normal, average stuff during the time, right? What are you doing?
Yeah, I've got no idea any of this just happened. So I guess first I'm on my way to see my good friend Artini Vizzetti.
Mhm.
Right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, that's right.
Excellent. Gonna go see Artie.
About that, you know people, but you don't know their addresses. You don't have an address book.
I'm gonna ask around for the addresses of both the Vinzetti family.
Yes. Make a talk check and use your. You have like a special skill on this, don't you?
On what?
You have like a class skill that's like the secrets of the city or something like that.
Oh, it's called Void Whispers. At the start of the scene, I can spend 2 momentum or get chaos to get 1 more detail about a situation or character.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's-
you could, but not
Oh, by
necessarily.
the way, I reskinned that. That's actually just called City of Whispers.
Okay. Because she doesn't
So-
have any.
It's literally just rumors. I just reskinned it as Void Whispers so you guys wouldn't get suspicious.
Yep. So it is really City of Whispers.
It is. Listen, there's gonna be no situation in which there's 2 momentum at the start of a scene, though.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Lower to 1 then. Buff.
Yes, sir.
You should be able to use whatever class skill that you have.
Well, we'll see if I have a momentum sometime then. For now, I'm just gonna ask around normally for the Vanzetti family's location and for Sabella Sconti's location.
Okay. Roll a talk check. You can apply persuasion focus. Why not?
Lovely. Okay. 2 successes.
Okay. Well, you'd find out pretty early. Actually, to make this very easy, you could probably just talk to the bartender in the saloon that you guys were in
Yeah.
earlier.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. You're looking for the bigwigs, aren't you? Okay, so let's see. The Vanzettis, they're in the nicer neighborhood of town. Same with this Iscanti lady. She's explosive girl. I it should be pretty easy to find those kind of pretentious folk will put their family names in front of the gates and whatnot. So just go to the nicer part of town. You'll be good.
Well, much obliged then.
Of course.
And I guess I'll head over towards the nicer parts of town.
All right. Roll a quick perception check.
Indeed, I have a focus for this. Steady, cleverly perception.
Mm-hmm.
That's a success and a complication.
Okay. It's a perception check, so no complications.
Yes. We love it.
So you do manage to find probably the biggest mansion in this entire area, the Vanzetti estate. And you would see out front, actually, a Kenrick private enforcer at the gate. They're bodyguards.
So I guess I will walk up to the front of the gate and say, do you know if Miss Artani Vanzetti is home right now?
You have an appointment.
No, I'm an old friend.
All right, let me call inside for a moment. Please radio ahead if you in the future.
Of course.
He'd go to
I
this little
apologize.
gatehouse.
You can tell her it's Lady Ogre Heisel Cohen.
Roll a quick perception check.
2 successes.
Okay. You would hear, you'd hear this guy say over the radio, yes, Miss Vanzetti, we have a Lady Otter Hazel Coer here to see you. All right, Lady Augur, you may come in. And we open the gate.
Great. Appreciate it. And I'll head in.
Mm-hmm. It's a very, very nice estate. I think, as I mentioned, most of the buildings in Triptych are mostly wooden, pretty new. This one, however, incorporates a lot of steel into it. I'm not an expert on housing design, but maybe this would be like a sort of Frank Lloyd Wright or something like that. Pretty nice. Probably similar to the Clockwork Mansion. It's not a Clockwork Mansion. Don't worry. No moving walls. They're not that rich or smart.
Fancy though.
Yeah, still fancy. Yeah.
Good. His daughter is the one I know.
So you're knocking on the door?
Yes.
Okay. You would see the door opened by to be a butler. Yes, come in. Miss Vanzetti will be with you moment.
Of course. I appreciate it. Is there anywhere I should wait for her?
Right here in the parlor. Leave. In just a moment, you would see she would actually have told you to just call her Artie. You would see her come down the stairs, somewhat tan skin. She's got hair that doesn't look like she's taken care of it. Pretty messy. Circular glasses. Fairly nice clothes. She's a rich fan.
Verity, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
I saw that your family was in town, and considering I was too, I figured I'd see how you're doing.
Oh, in town? We're not visiting. We live here.
Well, you're here and I'm visiting, so I figured I'd check in. How things been, Artie?
Oh, well, they've been good.
And your father's business?
It's good. It's a monopoly, so.
So not much
Works.
that changes about it. And your own position?
It's fine. It pays the bills.
Can I? She seems nervous. Is this always how she comes across?
It's
Okay.
no intuition check there.
Great. No, I just wanted to know kind of before I.
I'm being held hostage. No.
Good, alright. Well, anyway, how did you come about being here? Last I heard of you, you were. Where did they come from?
Serkonos.
You were in Sarkonus.
They've got an Italian name. They're Serkonos.
Yes. How did you come about the move to Pandysia anyway?
Well, it was closer for Pop's business. Most of his sales are here. It's mostly manufacturing engines back in Serkonos, but now the whole motorcycle crowd is pretty big.
I had a chance to ride in one back at Maxim Kenrick's estate in Briampton. Quite the thing.
The motorcycle?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was excellent.
Roll a quick study check.
Oh, was that not?
No, that
It
was
wasn't?
not a motorcycle.
That was, yeah.
That was a motorized carriage.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's me as a player.
Well, here's the thing: is that she doesn't know. I'm not going to make you roll a deception check for forgetting something. And
well,
Didn't
yeah.
Grounder use a
No, what I
motorcycle?
what's that?
Grounder? Did you use one?
what I mean to say is, if I would have seen grounders and I would have seen the carriage, I would know they're not the same thing.
Yes. Did you see? Yeah, you saw grounders.
Yeah. So
did
sorry about that. That's a
Only
character
grounders.
player gaff,
Yeah,
not a character gaff.
I think that might have only
that
been
was
Seven
Cyclones.
Heisel.
He sadly lost it.
Oh, poor guy. Listen, I was hoping to get some information from you if you got a minute to talk.
Information.
Trying to track down a couple of people here in town, or in the area at the very least.
Okay. Not the most connected person, but I
But-
can help you.
It would be very
Could we have a
appreciated.
session?
Of course. Any time for you, Artie. Is there anything?
good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What exactly are you expecting from it?
What's that?
What exactly are you expecting from it?
Answers regarding what I should be doing as a career.
It's so relatable.
We're all college students here.
Well, you know, Artie, some things are good to go to the void about. Things about which people wouldn't know. But there are other things that sometimes it's just wise to talk about. I know this is something you've been sure of for a while now.
Well, I mean, if you can see into the void and talk to Leo, then I mean, why would we not do that? I mean, you have good advice that you do, but I mean,
You want Leo to tell you what to do.
that
You want Leo to tell you what to do.
no, I just want to know what the future looks like.
Well, that's the thing. The future looks like what you make it. Figuring out what
Well,
it is.
just what do you see? You're the Lady Augur. You see.
I'm just saying that solving your problems like that, go about it. You shouldn't feel destined to go after any specific career or forced into it. You should be doing what it is you want to do.
I don't know what that is. Roll a persuasion check. Difficulty of 2. And a partial success is 2.
I'm gonna reroll what? I know it's not a terribly important check, but like, I want to help. That's more like it. 3 successes.
Or
Actually.
momentum.
Boom.
I guess I never thought about it that way.
You joined the cult because you wanted to help people, didn't you?
We don't have enough of that going around.
And that's exactly what it is Leo stood for. So really, I think if we asked him about it, he'd probably say something very similar.
No, it's just what's the best way to do that? I don't know.
Well, what have you got at your disposal?
Well, I got a clear path set for me by my father, and I kind of enjoy. I just don't really impact much like what the company does, but
not talking about what you want to do. I'm talking about what you have. You've got energy, you've got time, you've got a substantial amount of money, though that's not, I guess, yours.
Contingent upon how much I agree with my father's plan.
And you've got connections. If you want to help people, Artie, then just find a way to use those things to do so. Find the need in the people around you and try to meet it.
Oh, okay. Could we still do a session, though?
We can, but we just don't want to. I don't want to set a path for you that you feel first and others. I want you to decide for yourself.
All right. Okay.
Well, some of my supplies have been taken from me, but I suppose if we could you bring in some tea?
Of course. I have my own stash. Void fiend.
Yeah,
That's
she
necessary.
Yeah, the rich too.
I knew.
Not all the rich. Max and Kenrick will stay as far as possible away from that stuff.
I don't think this is going to be much of that kind of a session anyway. Just and I'm gonna check out. I still have a couple of the void fiend pills because I brought them to the party with me. Unless the pervasion took them out.
She's gonna do an intuition check. This seems very. She rolled a 1 and a 20. Complication for intuition. I will say that she looks. You would know that she is a little hasty. That's the complication. Is that? What would a 2 of an intuition check gain? She is. You don't know
What is she
all
trying
this.
to do?
She finds it odd of how unvoidy this is going. Like that's the picture that she had of you in her head. She thinks that you've changed, and she's trying to
Well, listen,
not exactly think about how that happened, but like what's going on with Heisel.
I mean, first of all, she just noticed that in comparison to the very like put together sort of facade she'd used to kind of have the whole. I mean, you saw the costume.
Right.
Very much played into the whole void sort of thing. She's dressed in very common clothes right now, still
Yeah.
kind of bouncing back after what had happened.
Right.
She has some physical scars on her body. The nose is set back, but probably still
Yeah.
showing some signs. And I mean, there's just probably a bit more of a wariness too.
Yeah. Okay.
She has changed, and that's probably
Yeah.
visibly apparent.
Lady Yager, what? You.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about yourself. Don't worry about it.
Well,
It's been handled.
it doesn't seem like it.
NDSC is a very dangerous place. Sure you're aware.
Well, yes, but I mean, not if you're in the right places, kind of places you used to be, I think. But I mean, like, just something's changed with you.
Something.
Yeah, it's not a negative thing, but just seem a lot less confident. I think
What did she say?
confident, not confident. Don't worry, confident. You're incompetent, trash. No.
NDSC is a different world than the Isles were. It takes some time to get on your feet and to become accustomed to what it's like.
Sounds like you need something to loosen up with. Like races.
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 Like motorcycle races.
Yeah, exactly like motorcycle races.
I've never.
You don't have to ride on one unless you want. I mean, we have plenty. But there's a race coming. Take a day. Pretty impressive circuit. It'd be cool to have you as my guest.
Well, I'd be happy to. I think we're staying in town for that long at least, so I could guarantee you that.
Okay,
I
of
appreciate the invitation.
course.
Just, I hope you're not worried. It's nothing to alarm you.
I mean, you should be safe. So, listen, none more forgotten. I'm not forgetting you. Something seems wrong.
None were forgotten. And I appreciate that, but
You're included.
it's kind. I'm sure Leo would feel the same way. But, along the lines of those, people I'm trying to find, would you mind looking into a name for me? See if you could find his whereabouts.
Of course.
There's a. Actually, do I know he's a painter? Nikolai Graves?
Yes, because he mentioned basically that he filled some sort of mentor role
Okay.
in that capacity,
There's,
but he was vague about it.
an artist somewhere around here, I think. Maybe a painter. By the name of Nikolai Graves. Told he was in turmoil somewhere. Figured Triptych was the place to come to start.
Nice. Artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Have some acclaim, I
I
think.
don't know artists very well, but there's this big art museum here. They probably know people.
That would be an excellent place to look. Where is that exactly?
Oh, it's in the center of Triptych. Sorry, I don't know. She'd probably know district names. I'm not going to bother with planning districts of every single town you guys go to. That's a bit too much. But know the way to the museum, or to the place that she's describing. Not a museum. An institute.
Institute of Art.
Yeah. Fine art.
Of course. Well,
Triptych Institute of Fine Art.
Mhm.
There's not 3 panels to it. You are not allowed.
we only take very select submissions of 3 panels apiece. I'll head there later today then. But for now, if you'd like to do a session, a quick one, I couldn't guide you through it. Not this time, because if that's what you're looking for, information on what you want to do, I don't want to.
Well, is
I
there
don't
anything
want to
else you
influence
could
it.
guide me on, maybe?
Is there anything else you're looking for guidance on?
Always appreciate any kind of guidance.
We'll go ahead and bring in some team. See what we can do.
Okay. Drugs. Okay.
Like, hey, Heisel, you want to do drugs together? I think you get your answer otherwise. Yeah, but do you want to do drugs together?
She's not a junkie. She believes in the power of the void, as Isel said. She bought
Sitting
it.
there drinking her tea. Believe in the power.
I believe. I believe. She'd bring a small amount. She doesn't have syringes or anything like that. She probably has the
No.
tablets.
That's exactly what I was expecting and what I was
Yeah.
hoping for. So I'll put
Yep.
one in, I guess, each of our cups in this
Okay.
case.
Oh boy, I haven't described one of these in a while. I'm probably not going to spend too much time on this because she's not really asking for anything in specific.
Yeah, Heisel would ask her what she's seeing, and then kind of based off of that, off of what the things she's seeing are, kind of craft a bit of an interpretation of that. Nothing distinct about like a future prediction, but more just like a reassurance of who she is and what she's doing, and the fact that that path leads somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
In vague and mystical terms.
Gotcha. So most of what you would see would be, again, every single vision of the void is kind of based on the structure of the location that you're in.
Mhm.
So wherever that would be, whether it's like the parlor, you'd probably look for someplace more private. Just,
So the serpents don't see her doing drugs.
yeah. So maybe a bedroom, but a pretty big bedroom. So you just see visions of that. Go ahead and make a perception check.
2 successes.
Yeah. A normal fare. Difficulty for that check.
4. Huh. You've piqued my interest, but there's no way of figuring this out.
Yep.
So I guess that's that. Void lore wouldn't help with that, would it?
Would it give you a 4?
Oh, wait, no, I've got a momentum, so it might. It
I
might.
don't think so, unfortunately.
I do need to remember I've got the momentum, though.
Okay. I don't see anything.
Yeah, so, standard fare for a session.
All right. Sounds good.
Reassurance.
She would give
Veiled under
you
mysticism.
a ticket for the race tomorrow at the. I have this.
Race grounds.
What?
Racing grounds.
Yeah, it would be the. Oh, it's wow. That's a lot more basic than I thought. The Triptych Raceway.
Yep.
It's got to have some grandiose name. I looked up some of the horse racing course names, but they're all a lot more simpler than you might think. It's literally just like
More simpler.
More simpler.
I can
Oh
word.
my gosh, my professor
English.
had a more better, and I thought this is a typo in the notes. He read it out as if that was what he intended, and he never noticed a thing.
Oh,
A more better.
buddy.
All right,
Okay.
so that'd be your session. What are you doing after that?
I mean, I would probably just thank her for her time. Pleasantries.
Oh wait, you forgot the second name. You mentioned Graves, but you didn't mention anyone else. You said you had two names, right?
A name or two. I think if I can find Nikolai Graves, that'll be enough for now. But I appreciate it.
Okay.
If you're ever just looking for someone to talk to about all this, you don't always have to just come over for a session. I can also just be a friend. Are you talking about your plans to kidnap people?
Yeah. Sorry, say that again. Everyone a lot. Sorry.
Yeah. Rewind. You don't always just have to have me over for a session. If you just want to talk about it sometime, just be a friend.
Okay. Do you
In a
want me
church
to
vet.
still call you the Lady Augur? Okay.
I'll see
She's
you tomorrow,
gonna
Grace.
probably intuition check. That's a pretty big change for you since the now let it slide. She's high.
He's all lost friends now.
Wow.
I don't have cultists. I have friends.
So would I have seen a
Recently
mask
died.
something like this?
You have not seen anything like. Oh wait, no.
On the guy.
Well-
just him.
That's
I'm
what I
not
was
saying
Yes
what
or
I
no?
recognize it.
Similar.
Okay,
But is it
It's
like
similar?
this? How's it different?
Okay, so he's got a mask on like that, except the mask is like black, and he's also got a black cloak with a hood on.
So it's a cloak with a hood. Not like
Yeah.
this jacket sort of situation.
It's kind of a cloak, kind of like a cape type thing. Not exactly a cape, but it goes over the shoulders and
But the mask is similar.
the mask is similar.
Taylor.
No.
Well, anyway, after I say goodbyes with Artie, I'm probably gonna head over to the Art Institute next.
From Artie to Art.
Yes. An easy transition.
You're just going there alone?
Yep.
Okay. Make a quick perception check. You have 4.
What? Well, 3. No, I don't have a void point, so that's 3. I could roll. No, I had to decide that before. 3.
You don't see anything.
Are you the 4 perception check? Anyway, I'm going to look
I
at
did
Art.
not kill you.
Gonna go look at Art. So, you would find the Pandician Institute for the Fine Arts. Not just
Uh-huh.
Triptych, Pandicia as a whole.
Wow.
There's only
lovely
one.
thing.
There's only one.
Anton is
probably
triggered.
Has
So
Anton ever been included?
That
Has Anton ever been included?
is this a sort of like cloak situation?
in this place?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe not. You have to see. Going to the front door, though, you would see a poster on both doors at the front of the building. It's stereotypical Art Institute, white marble, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Royal Conservatory. And you would see 2 posters emblazoned on the front that say, "Exhibit closed for season."
Is there no one inside then?
We'll have to see.
I'm gonna go up and see.
You're going into the building? Locked?
Mm, do I know? Okay, I'm gonna ask around and see if anyone knows who would be generally in charge of the exhibits.
Make a quick talk check.
Sure.
Yeah, difficulty at 2. Persuasion applies if you want.
I definitely want, and that's 2 successes.
You would find that it's been closed for a while. You probably find this one guy, probably at a cafe, the pencil mustache. You just say, "Ah, yes, it is a great tragedy. Ah, the exhibit has not been closed for a season. It has been closed for a year.
Any idea why?
Yes,
Those
our
things.
gem, the key to our town, has been stolen.
Stolen?
Thundering Striptic, the namesake. Greatest piece of art in the last... I don't know, I'm not an art person. I'm just concerned for our town.
Well, do you know who it is that used to oversee the exhibit?
Oh, well, that would be the curator. Let's see. Merrick, I think was his name.
Do you know where he'd be now?
Oh, he's been disgraced, I think. I don't think he's been here for about a year. There's still people in the Art Institute, I think. That's just the head. He just had to step down after the whole thief.
So who else would know about the exhibit?
Oh, I don't know.
Any inkling where to find out?
Well, you could talk to whatever cryptic guard was in charge of investigating the purloinery, but you could just go to the building. It's not closed. Just the
You
exhibit
said
is
it
closed.
was closed.
I said the exhibit was closed. The Art
No.
Institute is still open.
You said I went into the building and it was closed.
It was locked. You didn't knock. Most buildings are locked, and then you have to knock.
So it's
Not
not
people
public.
inside of them.
What's that?
It's not public, is what you're saying.
The exhibit is closed. That's not what I was on the poster. No, it's not public. You can't.
Okay.
Well, I'll check there then. Appreciate it. And I'll head back to the building and knock.
I'm sorry. You just didn't say it. I'm like, okay.
You said it was locked. That usually means there's no people in there.
Wow.
Things are
You should never go in like neighborhoods. So you knock. Coming. You'd hear a bunch of thumps. And you'd see the door open. This guy with these tiny circular glasses. He's wearing a flat cap. Hi, and welcome to the Mendocino Institute for the Fine Arts. I'm the assistant curator.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet
Can
you.
I help you?
What's your name? Take a breath.
Sorry, I kind of just fell down the stairs.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. That's all the time. Tenson Denwich. Good to meet you.
It's
Who are
good to
you?
meet you. How's it going?
Are you an artist?
I'm not an artist, I'm just an enthusiast.
Ah, well, we don't have much of a place for enthusiasts now.
I was just hoping to ask some questions about your collection.
Are you a reporter?
No,
I have no comment to make
I'm
about
not a
the...
reporter, I'm just an independent art enthusiast.
I don't know what that means.
I just like art.
Okay.
Do you have any pieces still up at all?
Yeah. Most of the exhibits there. We just lost the big one.
Would you mind if I went in to take a look?
Of course, yeah. Coming in. The sign says it's closed, but that's mainly just because no one was coming anyways. The curator isn't here anymore, but we still have plenty of art.
Well, I'd love to take a look at it if you wouldn't mind.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Come in.
Come in.
I'm gonna start looking
You
at
close the
paintings.
This opening area it looks almost more like a very nice house rather than like an art institute.
Mm-hmm.
But he'd lead you over towards a gallery that has a wide variety of art pieces in it. But there are signs everywhere pointing towards like it kind of gives you the idea that none of these exhibits are of value. Most everything is just like Pattering Striptic, this way for Pattering Striptic, that sort of thing.
Are there any names in the paintings? Are there?
Yeah.
Anything by Nikolai Graves? As I'm perusing.
Roll a study check. Perception. Difficulty of 2. You know what? Nah. Hidden difficulty. It's 2.
Is that a 1?
That's good. Yes.
This is quite something, isn't it? I
Yeah.
guess as I'm looking up at
You
it.
would see a painting.
Mm-hmm.
Of what looks to be actually a dog that looks a little bit like Bill.
What?
A little bit. I mean, it's not Bill.
Oh,
but
okay. You had me going for a
He is an
second.
outsider.
yeah, you'd see a. It's.
The outsider.
I guess the
inspires
word would
artists.
still be a portrait,
He's a
even
dog.
though it's
She's
of an
the dog.
animal subject, but a pretty big
Nearly
painting of a dog in the snow. But it's probably the same breed.
It's got something to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, dogs are nice. Hard to paint. Hard to get them to
Well
stop
crafted.
moving.
You know the artist for this one?
Graves. Sorry, I kind of was just a. Oh, what do you call it? A clerical assistant. I'm still the curatorial assistant, but I know some things. I think that guy was Tivian.
Oh,
Come on,
okay,
with a
okay.
name like Nikolai. Kind of Tivian.
You're probably Tivian.
Yeah.
Is there any would you have any record?
Oh, yes, we have records. Follow me. Come on, we've got archives. I know what archives are. I just did.
I'll go to the archives.
You go to the archives. And he would go to a very, very, very poorly organized archival state.
He
Books
doesn't do
everywhere.
his job well. No.
He's got a lot on his plate.
Okay.
Okay, G. What are you looking for?
Nikolai Graves.
Like, what about him?
I'd just be curious to know anything you know about him. I'd love to meet the man. Actually,
Oh, he's dead.
he's dead.
I think he's dead.
What makes you say that?
He's an artist. Like, all the famous artists are dead. That's how you get your art famous. Not for pattering.
God, doesn't-
Is that the only reason you think he's dead?
What's that? Well, I mean, he was like, I think he was pretty old when he gave this painting. I don't know. I gotta be honest. I'm kind of used to people just dying pretty young. He was old.
Well, would you mind looking into anything you have on him?
Yeah. Okay. We don't have much biographical information about artists here.
Well,
but...
even if it's just any indication of where he was or where he's lived.
Artists don't really provide their addresses to us.
No sort of contact information should you need to talk to him about his painting.
Oh yes, stop by here. I've never met the guy before.
Certainly, as he donated his painting, he had an interest in the Institute.
Yeah.
Did he ever give you any way of contacting him? If someone was interested in one of his
no,
paintings.
you might need to talk to the old curator about that. He'd probably know this.
Mr. Merrick, was it?
Yeah, that's him.
Do you know where he is?
Well, he's kind of outside of town now. He doesn't really like visitors. He's booby trapped his lawn.
Are you still able to get contact with him?
There's a reason there's booby traps there.
Mm.
I'm the reason.
See. Well, could you give me the location of his house at any rate so I could go see him if I decide to brave the booby traps, let's say.
I mean, they're pretty deadly, but like, I nearly lost a leg. But you could try, I guess. Yeah, sure. They tell you where to find that person's house.
Well, I appreciate the information you were able to give me, sir.
Of course. Do you, you're an art enthusiast, right?
Of course.
We have some classes on every 8th day of the month.
What
if
day
you're
is it
living
now?
here. It is month of Timbers 10. It was 2 days ago.
I'm afraid I'm just passing through. If it was a bit closer to the date, I might have been interested, but I'm not much of a stay in one place kind of person.
Well, if you know any artists, we could use more students kind of outside of my department, but
I have an artist friend, I'll pass it along.
okay.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
I think I probably better get along.
All right.
And then I'll head out.
Okay, goodbye. You close the door and lock it.
Okay. So Sabella's Ganti.
Oh, yeah. What about
She's the next stop.
her? We're going to shift to what other folks are doing
Yes,
right now.
please.
Okay. What are you doing, Jacob Reed? You are where you told me you were.
I'm gonna pull out a chair. Sit Zab on the chair,
Hmm?
and he's going to tie him to the chair.
Roll a taker check. He is already tied. You can also tie him to the chair.
He's going to tinker cleverly.
Yep.
2 successes.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Is there anything else you want to do before he comes to consciousness?
He's going to
Probably got like 10 minutes.
He's going to dim all the lights and kind of set up like an interrogation setting.
Okay. All right. Yep.
And,
Okie doke.
yeah, he's also going to grab a rag and a bucket of water.
Okay. You're not giving him a bath, are you? Okay.
Water by Zab.
All right. Is that everything?
That's everything.
Okay. Would come to consciousness. Josh, would you mind describing what exactly that would see?
You wouldn't be able to see much, but you're in a very dark room. You'd see in the dark and the shadows on the sides, you'd see what looks to be tables covered with tools, another table covered with looks like parts of choke dust grenades that aren't quite all put together. See supplies, whale a tank of whale oil in the corner. What it means for messing with it and making fun things with it.
Fun things.
Yeah. And then
We've got our new tinker.
Then standing in front of him, he would see the figure described earlier, mask
Yeah.
and black hood with black gloves.
Roll a quick study check, Sab. Difficulty of 1, actually.
Cleverly. Okay.
Cleverly, yeah.
1 success.
As you described to Levi earlier, it does look a little different, but you would immediately be reminded of the Whaler Gang of Dunwall. You heard about their reign of terror. Looks different, what this guy's wearing, but that's the vibe you get.
I'm like, he's like, I'm guessing he starts to realize that he's tied down. Is it arms behind the back?
Yeah, arms
Yeah.
behind, like on the chair.
Roll actually a tinker check.
Okay.
Real quick.
Tinker cleverly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1 critical success.
Okay. You would not know this, but you would, feeling your limbs, realize that your legs are pretty loosely tied. The knot is coming off.
Okay, but
That's a
only on
complication.
but only on the legs. Okay.
Man, I love complications. Such an interesting system.
I know.
yeah.
Because it can still give you success, but
In a more spicy way.
yeah, exactly. Spicy success. Band name.
Having multiple channels of private communication.
Okay. So, mix up. Oh, hey. Who are you?
Hello, friend.
We met before? Because I have a lot of friends.
Not-
We
That doesn't
probably
matter
didn't.
right now. First,
Are you a whaler? Because that's like a whaler's mask. That's pretty cool. You know that? That's like kind of like he's like leaning forward and just like he's almost like rocking back and forth. He's like, so like, are you like a whaler or are you like
I'll
a
I'll tell you what. Let's
like
make a deal. I ask you a
I don't do
question.
deals.
I'll ask
Last
you a
time I
question.
did that, the last time someone did that, things happened.
Shut up. I'm the one talking here. I ask you a question. Let you ask me a question. You answer truthfully. I'll answer truthfully. How's that sound? What's your name?
Sebastian Grailhouse. Nice to meet you. Except, you know, a little weird.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
I'll allow boldly.
What? What
Oh.
are you even rolling for?
Okay. Oh, I can re-roll one. Okay, and then redo that. The void point. Yeah. Okay. One critical success.
Okay.
Do I notice anything about him?
Roll a
Like,
study check. What do you mean? What are you looking for?
Advanced.
No
Does he
success.
have any weapons on or anything like that?
I mean, you'd see things just to the common eye,
Okay.
right? Like, are your all your weapons hidden on your person? Are they not?
Yeah, he has his cloak kind of
Okay, all right.
over,
Okay.
Probably
so you
not.
can't really see.
Okay.
You would probably infer that he has some way of delivering a crossbow bolt to you.
Hmm.
Do you have any questions for me?
Does Sab recognize the voice at all?
Study check, please.
Cleverly, here we go. Got one success.
You might recognize, you've heard a voice like that somewhere before, but it's got a different tone
Okay.
than before.
It's a little bit. Okay. Uh, 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 do you kill people?
Only if I have to.
Vague.
Next question. What were you doing in Jessamine?
The same way as before?
Quietly.
Are you noticing?
Okay. I'll make that a so one critical success.
Study check, perception.
Can I use cleverly? Part of that?
Uh,
Or can I just be quietly watching and observing him?
not quietly.
Okay.
Cleverly, I will allow though.
Cleverly? Okay. That's 3 successes then.
Okay. would catch the glimpse. You have shined this light on him. You would catch the glimpse of a reflection light. See a switchblade in his hand. You would see cutting the bonds of the chair. His hands are freed.
He's going to toss a choke dust grenade right into your lap.
You're still tied to the chair. So there is no dodge for that, unfortunately. Go ahead and roll a survive check.
Okay. Any specific way, or I guess just forcefully?
Yeah, forcefully.
Okay. 2 successes.
Okay. So you are stunned for the next 2 turns.
Right. And with that, he's going to bring his foot up and kick you in the chest to knock you back onto the ground in the chair.
Roll a fight check, difficulty of 1. Non-contested.
Fight forcefully, brawl. Wow. He fails.
Wow. Oh, yeah, he's not
This is
even.
awkward.
Maybe in your stunned state, your legs are kicking out, and you just can't get your own leg to actually kick him down. Faber, what are you doing? You can try to cut your bonds again on the chair.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna try and do that again.
Yeah, roll a tinker. You can do boldly, swiftly, or forcefully here.
Okay. Either swiftly or boldly.
I might want to curb the use of boldly. It's supposed to be drawing attention to yourself.
I'll say
it's going to be forcefully or
yeah,
swiftly.
I'll say swiftly. Okay. 1 success. Wait. Fencing. That has to do with knives. Would that help at all?
I thought there was a knife skill.
Okay.
Nah, not
Okay.
with. I don't understand how
Okay.
cutting bonds would be.
All right. Then 1 success.
Okay. Your bonds will probably be loose in. There were a lot that he actually tied onto the chair. So, yeah, you are going probably have 1 more turn or for another success or a higher success rate to actually cut them.
Okay.
Great. With that, he's going to pull out his crossbow and shoot you with another sleep dart.
Ranged attack, difficulty of 2. Yeah.
2.
The base difficulty for any ranged attack is actually 2, surprisingly, even at this range. But you know what? Stationary target. Yeah, I'm gonna say 1.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, okay. There's the choke dust. That's literally a smoke grenade as well. So I'm gonna keep it at 2.
Okay.
Apologies.
You know what? If that's the case, then instead he's just going to reach in and pull out a
Yeah.
dart and
Yeah.
try to stab him
Okay.
with his hand.
Brawling.
So
May
he'll do that
contest
swiftly.
No, because of the stun state and you're bound.
Okay.
All right, that's 2 successes.
Yeah, go ahead and get 1 momentum. You stab him. Survive check. Or survival
Okay.
check.
Survive. Forcibly. No successes.
Okay, you are out like a light immediately. Smoke clears, and you have another unconscious prisoner. You
All
got
right.
another hour.
I'm going to I'm going to strip him down to his underwear and
Probably a good idea.
take all his weapons, anything he's got.
Yeah.
He's got underwear, right?
I don't want you to hesitate when that question is
Yeah,
asked.
he's definitely got underwear.
Good.
Okay, he's
Long
going to strip
John,
him
that'll-
down to his underwear, and he's going to tie him down again,
Okay.
same way.
Make a tinker check.
All right,
Cleverly.
Tinker, cleverly.
Or carefully.
Tinker, cleverly, that's 2 successes.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and as you have another hour before this guy is coming back up again. Anton, what are you doing? Actually, hold on. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing on my airship?
I went to the other airship.
The other airship.
No, but I went back.
Oh, see the elixir. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. All right. I did actually roll a dice earlier that had a 25% chance that it was occupied. So the one that you did go onto had people on it. You just didn't see. Yep.
Oh.
So that's what I was going to play, but
He's
oh.
just like standing
Alright.
there like, where's that guy? And they're all like doing their own thing, not even realizing. He
Yeah.
leaves the like
Book club.
Oh no. So one of the things I'm doing is drawing this,
Okay. Cool.
which is fun.
Cool.
I don't imagine that does anything.
It does not.
But it's not a
Okay.
face.
And then I'm gonna draw this.
Who is that?
Avalon Blackburn.
Oh. Okay.
You have a question about that? I did check.
What do you mean?
I checked to make sure. I checked his backstory to see if,
You would remember.
You remembered her face?
yeah. There's no mention that he doesn't.
Okay.
Although if that conflicts with something, then
Yeah.
I could like,
I gotta be honest.
could
I'll
say
probably
that this is inaccurate or something.
I'll-
That's fine too.
give you something on that after session. I probably need to read through your backstory again,
Fair enough.
but I'll give you something.
Exciting.
So you're just on the elixir.
The other thing that I'm doing, like the entire time, like he's drawing, but he's also like paying attention, seeing if, like periodically checking to make sure that like if Heisel is anywhere, like has anyone woken up?
Yeah. About this time, Bill and Ellison would wake up. Ellison would have been thumped over the console, I guess would be the best term for it. I hate that. But dashboard? You should know this is an
Not really
aviation
dashboard.
thing. On the bridge? I think it would be console, honestly. Right over the flight stick. There we go. Okay. There's an actual stick to fly the thing. Well, isn't that a very bad hangover there? I don't drink. Oh, hello, Anton. How are you?
You see someone like this?
Yeah, he poisoned me.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, he left and he stole Sebastian.
Man, why do you guys keep getting kidnapped?
I don't know. I don't even know what this guy was going for. He even drugged my dog.
What? Where's this man?
I don't know. He left.
I'm not exactly skilled at tracking anyone down.
Well, neither am I.
Oh.
Wonder who is. That may or may not be at hand.
What? Bill? Wait, can Bill do that?
Track people? You could try.
Bill, can you track? Respond. Bill, could you please track that guy? That guy that got you with a dart.
And Bill leaves.
Following, I guess.
Okay.
Oh my word, if this
I'm
actually works.
gonna ask Ellison to come with, and if Bill leaves the ship, I'm gonna like lock it up.
All right.
if
Should I get a gun?
Yeah, definitely.
You have a gun?
No.
Get a gun. Wait, I have a gun. Yes, a gun. Come on. No, yeah. So you go to the cockpit and get a transition revolver.
Does she have the keys to the airship?
She has a copy.
Okay. Let's lock this place before we go. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't know if he'd come back on the ship.
All right. Let's go get this guy.
And like, if he tries to shoot anyone with the sleep dart, maybe just shoot him. I don't know.
All right. Sounds good.
He's crazy.
Okay. Crazy guy. He forced a nap on me. That's a crime. All right. Heisel, you're looking for the
I
Visconti?
still have no idea anything is happening. I'm going about my day as usual until I complete my errands.
It's true.
I really wish not, because I don't want to slow anything down. In fact, if you want to stick with them, that's absolutely fine. But the next thing I'm doing is going to Sabella's Conti.
Make another study check.
Or difficult. Is it still existent?
Yeah, I'll allow it. If you're going to use it for this check and this
Yes.
check only. Difficulty of 2.
Oh,
Well,
well,
I build something up.
Oh, yeah.
Literally written on my page.
360.
I just
Okay.
always
Like put
forget.
their stats next
No
to
momentum
each
back. because
Ooh,
it's
Sure.
no
that's
momentum.
Sure.
Um,
And I'll be like, oh, no.
you would see a definitely progressively smaller house in this kind of rich area, with this distinct kind of. It's like a lightning-based logo on it that just says Visconti M&M Implements.
M&M's.
M&M's. It's a gate.
Ah, is there anyone at the gate?
There is not.
Is there a button at the gate?
There is no button.
Is there a console at the gate?
There is no console.
Is there any way through the gate?
There's
Seems
not.
like they don't want me in there.
How would one go about setting up an appointment with someone of high standing?
Well, step 1, you know them.
How would one go about getting in contact with someone?
All right. Step 1, you know they're friends.
I wonder if she'll be at the race tomorrow. Okay, effort foiled. For the time being, I'll ask Artie about it in the morning. So I guess that's the end of my list of things to do.
Okay.
While I'm out, at some point, I'm gonna take the bone charm and refasten it to the torque.
Sounds good.
Now that I have ample excuse to not have picked it up while I was in that situation.
Okay. All right. Did you want to send a telegram as well?
Yes. Oh, you know what? Yes, there was one more. Yeah. I will send a telegram to
Okay.
Brigham, and I will
We'll
write
just-
that out for you later.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, you go back to the elixir?
Mhm.
Okay. I will say, because of like the...
It was like an hour past the
Yeah.
event there.
But I don't know how long the seance thing went.
Mm,
And the looking around the city.
yeah, actually, there was
That's
a lot
probably
of walking
about
back
2
and forth.
hours.
Sure.
So we're going to go back to...
Yeah.
You two first. Actually, no, let's deal with the Anton thing first. I'll go ahead and simplify this for time's sake. Bill would actually be a pretty good tracker. Maybe she's just angry about what happened.
She should be.
And she would... Levi, I think you have something on your forehead. You bleed?
No, it's
Is it charcoal?
It's charcoal.
Yeah. It gets everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. Just one.
It comes off really easily too.
It looks from this distance. I was like, "Is that blood?"
Where is
Just
it?
like a drip. Yep.
Here?
Yeah. That's okay. Just wanted to make sure you weren't the dripping blood from your cranium. Okay.
Oh, that's a good thing to check.
That's
Well,
when he
you
got
know, I'm
kicked in
glad
the
you're not
face.
dying.
Yep.
Anton did get kicked in the face.
He did.
So
Yeah, he probably is. Bill would lead you probably to the waterfront. All of Triptych is on this big giant lake, as I mentioned, it's the source of the Black Shard River. Bill would lead you to basically a tributary of the lake, then look up at you quizzically.
is that it?
I can't believe I'm role-playing dog barks. What does the world come to?
Good job.
Only good
Thanks.
things. Only good things. Okay. I'm gonna look all around.
Make a perception check. Is there a tracking focus? Yeah.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
Nobody
does.
It's a perception check. It's okay.
Yeah, so it's one success.
Doesn't look like anybody's around. That creepy mask guy can breathe underwater.
You know, I did have a bone charm at some point that did that. It's possible that he had something like that as well.
I mean, I don't exactly like to swim.
We could follow along. Maybe see where it leads. Unless you think
Where-
it might be under.
Or what leads?
I don't know.
Looks like your dog has lost the trail.
Are you good at finding things, noticing details, all that?
I find things that I need to find.
Well, I would love to find that guy because he also has one of the people
Exactly
he
important at
kidnaps.
tracking people. Sorry.
Well,
Not my area of expertise.
Wonder who's good at that.
hmm,
The
okay. Well,
courier. He's good at these sorts of things.
what would be the like difficulty in jumping in the water and opening eyes and like looking around underwater?
There would be an increased difficulty to any perception check.
But would it be possible to see things that you wouldn't otherwise?
In the
Or
water?
no? Would it like
Probably
help?
not. It's not the clearest water. There's a pretty big amount of industries lake, which is stupid because it's the source of the river.
How big is the lake?
It's huge. It's like about a quarter of the size of a Great Lake. Yeah, big one.
Are there any? Oh no.
Wait, so
Too
you're
specific.
basically saying that there's like a miles long section of river?
Okay. Wait. What?
It's a lake.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
there's
lake.
a lake,
Oh, lake.
And
Right,
then the
right,
river
right,
that
right.
goes down. But
So
you're
the-
on like a tributary of it right now.
Miles,
So
miles long lake.
Yeah.
And it looks like Bill is saying something about this. Like maybe he got on a ship or something. Like, what are the possibilities for this having led to? Does it look like there's a bridge nearby that he...
with the perception check, does not look like it. Make an intuition check for Bill.
For Bill?
Yeah.
It's a 10 and a 17. I don't know what that... I don't know if he's good at that.
Hate this, but talk.
Talk?
It's interacting with an NPC, and Bill is an NPC.
Oh, right. Oh, so I'm using intuition on Bill. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I use boldly or swiftly?
No.
And no successes. Just staring at my dog straight in
Okay.
the face.
Bill looks back. How close is your face?
Pretty close.
He gives your face a lick.
Thank you. I'm gonna ask. Could you see if you understand what my dog is trying to tell me?
Oh, it's a good thing I speak dog. Yeah, I think he lost the trail. Water.
She.
Elsa doesn't know that.
That is a female dog, by the way.
Then why in the void did you name it Bill?
I didn't know at the time.
Well,
Anyway,
my first name was Ezra, and then they found out I was a girl. They changed it. Not still Ezra.
you could be.
No, I can't.
They could have just not changed it.
They
Maybe
could have,
lucky
but
they did, but
I was lucky they did. And I think your dog here will be lucky too.
they probably got on a ship, right? Because that can't breathe underwater, and it was sleep darts.
I don't think they went underwater.
It was probably on a ship.
I will actually say that the river that you guys are at right now, this tributary, is fairly small. It's not. It's not like as wide as, say, the Mississippi or something. It's a pretty small.
Someone potentially could have gotten across
On a small boat
with
probably.
another person.
Yeah.
And is there any way for a person to get across, like for us to get across?
If you went down, you'd eventually find a bridge that goes over this place.
Let's start doing that.
Okay. Bill is not guiding the way anymore.
I figured.
He just lost the trail. Are you just... What are you doing?
Once there's a bridge to get over, I'm gonna try to like go to the other side of the tributary and like go up and down and see if the trail picks up anywhere,
It does not.
and then probably go back to the airship after that.
Okay. Going back, you would run into Heisel.
Anton, are you feeling better?
No. I'll just show you.
You'll show me what. Is it in their vision?
This guy started shooting everyone with sleep darts. He got Ellison,
What?
he got Bill, he shot Sab, but he also kidnapped Sab. And I don't know.
He shot Bill.
I love
So-
everything in the weed.
Bill
Or
followed
she.
the trail
I don't know what's under the mask.
over to a tributary over there, and then the trail stopped, and I think they might have gotten onto a boat or something,
Have
but
you-
I can't find the trail.
Have you talked to Kenrick yet? He's good at finding people.
I haven't. I was trying to follow the trail, but it just ended.
Listen, come on, both of you. And I'm gonna go to Kenrick's shop.
Actually, going back from the way, you would run into Watchman Candler. Oh, well, hey guys, how's it going?
Not terribly well. I just heard from the two of them that apparently there's some masked criminal broken everyone with sleep darts and stole Sab. So that's how today's going.
Not great,
What?
basically.
Happened again? All right then. Well, follow me, I guess. And he'd go straight back to the office that he just came from.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
He came from the.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Could you perhaps describe what this guy kind of looked like?
He is a drone.
Oh, perfect.
Well, it's not that helpful because he wore a mask the whole time, which I am very mad about, but. Decency will let you see the face.
Right? He'd go actually into the office, meet with some of his friends, and could we get an APB on that guy right there? That'd be nice.
Actually, if we could just get a couple of people out to help us search, if you tracked him that far, at least we should be able to.
I think he might have got on a boat. I followed the trail to a tributary, and
How long ago was this?
how long ago was it? Like a couple hours?
Back to the tributary? That was like
Or
probably
How long-
45 minutes ago.
Well, how long was it from the time
the
when
initial.
Sab was stolen to the time when
3 to 4 hours.
Anton got to the tributary?
Oh, that's like an hour and a half.
We can't have gotten so far, could you?
well, he's getting further the whole time, and I don't know in which direction.
Do you think Bill could pick up the trail? if-
Hey, wait a second. I know that guy. The masked guy, right? Can I see the yacht again? Yeah, I heard about that guy on the radio. That's the Raven of Argonica. The Raven of Argonica.
Who's that?
That guy.
Yes, but what else do you know about him?
Well, I mean, he's kind of been well, let's see, from Argonica.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, okay, Argonica is the city. It's in Cloud Cap, like
Well, I
a
don't
big
like-
Zirconin place.
So, how did you hear about him on the radio? Is he a thief, a killer? What is he?
Oh well, kind of this mysterious cloaked figure.
Apparently,
Yeah,
And was that radio worthy?
he doesn't kill anyone.
well, he didn't. Kidnapping.
Give me a second.
Pretty
How did you
bad
hear
though.
about him?
He was on the radio. It's what I said.
Yes, but why was he on the radio?
Because I'm looking it up right now.
Ah, I see.
He pulls out Google.
Hey Google, tell me about the Raven of Argonica.
Siri can't pick up my voice.
Thanks.
Who does that?
Argonica.
I
love this voice.
Searching,
Argonica.
searching the raid on avocado.
Hmm.
I said Argonica.
Avocado.
How to prepare an avocado.
Give that a rating of avocado. And he's like, no.
That is what I'm calling your character from this point forward.
Well,
Reading
okay,
about
okay. From what I hear, he's some kind of vigilante. Like, only acts against criminals from what we've heard of. You guys aren't criminals, are you?
No.
My
nothing to
dog
search.
is most certainly not a criminal.
Okay, are you guys, except your dogs, criminals?
No.
Okay, good to know.
Is there any more information on where?
Well, I mean, he's a big, sneaky guy. I remember the radio guy said a witness said he was, like, perched from, like a raven from the void or something like that.
Do you know where he lives?
No. Be nice.
Is
but
it?
No.
Is he only ever acting in the city?
I mean, I thought he was from Argonica. I don't know what he's doing here.
So have you seen him before?
No, I heard about him on the radio.
But you saw the drawing and you knew it was him.
Yeah, because it's a mysterious figure with two little scoped eye things. I mean, I guess you could be anybody wearing like a raven's mask, but kidnaps people. Are you sure that your guys aren't criminals?
Certain.
Okay. Are you sure that the person they kidnapped wasn't a criminal?
Certain. Listen, can you just get some people searching the river?
All right, we don't really have a river patrol, but we can contact the
Anton?
Triptychian watch on that.
Anton, could we bring Bill back to the other side of the river? If he just crossed it, then maybe you should pick up the scent again.
I tried that. He couldn't find the scent. She couldn't find it.
Wait, you're saying you followed a trail to a river?
Bill followed the scent trail to a river,
His dog.
and I couldn't find it. It just stopped, and I think
Right,
they must have gone on a
So
boat.
he
I'm-
just crossed the river, didn't he?
I may butt in. I think that probably went to a river to lose the trail.
Well, sure, and it seems that it worked, but
He might not have crossed it. He might have just gotten into the water to, lose the trail. The common thing to do if you're being pursued by dogs.
so it's
Hunting dogs
anywhere along the
especially.
water. He could have gotten out.
What's that?
He could have gone out anywhere around the water.
I'm afraid that's right.
Do you have any understanding of what people do? Do they get off the water as fast as can? Is there a place that they go to get lost? Where?
Well, probably the outskirts of town.
Here's a question. Does Sebastian still have the fake spike? Because I think he did the last time I asked.
Didn't you give those to Nat? And he said, "Hey, fakes."
They
Which is why he has them
tried.
back, right?
Did they get?
Then Lee would have had them when he went over the.
Yeah.
Probably true.
Good idea,
Couldn't
though.
find Lee's body.
If that
Not
was
if
the
he
case, I
doesn't
would have
have
given
one.
you a point for that. That's a good thinking.
This is a
Tracking device.
fake spike, but I don't know. That was
Nah, you
Probably not.
Lee had both of those, fortunately.
Now I want to go back and watch the recording and see if that's actually the way it was.
Yeah. We are gonna go ahead and shift to you two again. An hour passes. You are bound once again. You now have nothing on you except your undergarments.
And he checked there for weapons too.
No!
He didn't check inappropriately.
Buddy.
Okay.
He just made sure that there wasn't.
Well, hey,
anything.
everyone was unconscious that was around, so nobody else knows about that but you.
Yeah.
That's worse.
But he
No,
didn't
I
do
like
anything
people.
bad.
You broke your end of the deal.
that about answering?
Yes, I thought we were going to answer each other's questions.
Oh,
I'm going to let you go.
oh. What'd you lead with? Good grief. Where were we? It was
All right, let me ask you this question. It's my turn anyway.
I did just.
Are
wake
you
up.
or your friends with the Ebony Persian?
No, we got well, some of us got kidnapped by them, and then
Oh.
kind of beat up by them. Kind of stupid, unless like you're a part of them. Then I feel like they have some merits. I mean, they were able to kidnap us, and beat up people. But like
Do you know the names of any of the people? Pervasion.
Would you guys mind angling?
hmm. Okay, so there's this guy called Snatch. All right, he's do you have my book? I write for like this one this what is it? He calls it something. It's like a story, but they tell it on the radio. But anyway, Tears of Constancy. Anyway, but I write down notes about like all the traveling and stuff that I do with the group, and like there should be stuff in there. That one, the one with the really bad handwriting.
He's gonna go pick it up.
Okay, so you're gonna want to go to like page. Let's see. Yeah, so Sav just goes there. Let's see. Mm, 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 okay. All right. He at least says Snatch. He probably has his full name written down.
Snatch Ogden.
Yeah, Snatch Ogden. He has Lysander McCroven.
Musician?
Yeah. Yeah. He's also like marked by the outsider, so you're gonna want to watch out by that. Like a outsider at least. So he can blink and
Like your friend did.
yeah, I guess so. I guess he can do that. And then oh, there's this guy called Harris. But he's a really, really low ranking one. And then there's well, there what? I mean, he's a part of like the Scarlet Pennant, who's also in on it.
You would
But
know the Scarlet Pennant.
they're also
They're
not.
in it. They're in on it.
Yeah, that's who Snatch seems to kind of run those guys, and then like kind of have stuff with it. But it seems like the Ebony Pervasion is kind of more like, they're like a secret society or like a movement. So I feel like they have a little less like, this is our club, and so you can only join this club. I think they're kind of like, you can go to like different bars if you want.
Wow.
And then let's see. There's that one guy. What's there was the one guy that we had on the ship that like probably died. That probably says him. It's like, oh yeah, and then there's the one guy. I think he's dead though. I think he got hung. Yeah.
Ooh.
The one guy that we had on the ship.
The only people that got
Amos.
Demas.
Yeah.
And then Demas. I think he died though. He got like
Demas.
hung at some point, I think.
Did he?
He
You
didn't.
actually saw him
Yeah.
later.
Sev doesn't know this.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's true.
Just you.
Wait a minute. Where did all this take place?
Let's see. So first that's 2 questions by the way. I'm counting.
Go.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So all right, so we met the musician and then we re-met Snatch at the party.
Where did you meet Smash the first time?
Okay, so all right.
4 questions. Yes.
Okay, 4, cool. All right, so we met Snatch when we were coming over from Pandysia. He attacked with like this one ship thing, to like come and like get us. Yeah, it didn't work. Basically, Heiza talked to them and like I think, yeah, he was looking for something, but he didn't find it. So I guess he had like wrong information. He did kill someone though.
Who did he kill?
There was this one kid. I think Kenji was his name. He seemed nice, kind of young, kind of sad.
This sounds sad.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
sorry.
how we met Snatch. he had 20 people on his ship.
All right.
I think so. Yeah. Started playing kind of that sort of thing. I think he had 20 people on the ship. I mean, that was at least originally, and there was a few stuff that happened. And then, yeah, I think that's about it.
All right. Ask away.
Bye. Okay, so who are you?
You'll most likely know me by the name the Raven.
Not really, but okay. Touche. Give me some time. Let me think. Zab then waits a long while to start to buy himself time. But not enough. Probably when you start getting like, Then he's like, okay,
He's going to stand up and start circling you anyway, just so we can see your hands.
yeah. Yeah. Who do I want? What do you do for this expedition that you put yourself on with your good mask times?
You would
running
also have
around.
gone through his stuff and seen that he has a mask himself.
2 masks actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, notice your mask.
Both of them seem
See?
like fanboy masks.
See? I'm in the business of dealing with the less desirables in society, mainly with the corrupt. The ones that don't help people, that hurt people.
So a murderer.
I'm a murderer.
No, you would kill a murderer.
Yes. Killed a few.
Let me think about my next question.
Don't worry, as long as you aren't a murderer.
Yeah. I killed a criminal once, but he was trying to kill me, so I feel like that was justified.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. He was part of this one guy's. He goes into the whole story about when they went and like how they got their ship. But he like smudges details a little bit, so like he doesn't super give a lot of information. But he's like, there was this one guy, and we were like gonna go there, and then we had this thing, and then this guy was there, and we were fighting him, and I was like punch, and then he had this knife blade, which is totally cheating, by the way, because like, come on, if you're gonna fight
Absolutely.
in a brawl, and like don't have super experience with brawling, but like I've done my research. I mean, come on, this Seas of the Tears. No, Tears of the Constant Sea. That's it. Yeah, it's a good title. Have you ever seen? He goes into the like plot synopsis of the first. It's really good. So going back to it, so we're at the place. He's just cutting as much time as possible. Going back to it, I then fought him, beat him, and then we were able to do that. And it's like, yeah, it was pretty cool.
What ship did you come over to Pandicia on?
Ooh, that's a fun story. That would be the Maple's Cruel.
Yeah, you know.
You probably heard about that.
Did indeed. You wouldn't happen to have been one of the passengers that survived.
I was one of the people that got off. I mean, yeah, I'm counting.
I'm
that
actually
too.
one of the ones.
So,
Yeah.
can you tell me about? Were there any other passengers on the ship that were a little bit odd?
Oh. Let me start. All right. There was this cook. Okay. You see, he was the cook, but he was super skinny.
Yes.
That's a little weird. Like, why is he skinny?
Next.
And also, okay. I mean, we're gonna remove the pirates because they're
Forget the pirates.
they weren't crew members. All right. There was this guy called John Reed, aka Jared Valentine. Yeah, the psycho weirdo dude. Death destruction cult. Yeah, he was weird. He was a weird dude. Weird dude.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. He like kills people.
Really?
Whoa.
Like weird. Like why?
All right,
He tells it like
that's
it
all
is.
the information I need from you.
Okay.
He's gonna pull out another dart.
Where do you wait? 3 questions. I'm guessing. I mean, you can stat.
All right.
You're not a man of your words. That's fine. That's fine. I get
3
it.
questions, quickly.
Okay. Why do you do this? You don't have to. Your life could be a lot simpler if you just. But I'll just.
Are you the type of person that would say simpler is life is complex, good and bad? Using the simple the easy way. What kind of a man?
So duty. Interesting. Huh. You gonna give me my stuff back? Cause like,
Of course,
you know,
I'm not
kinda...
a thief.
Oh, that's cool.
Last question.
Who had this little idea? There's a lot of stuff wrong with it. I've been thinking, maybe need some people. If you're interested, you can give me a call at the Heisel Cohen number.
You're giving him my radio frequency?
Yep.
I'm upset.
That's
Wow.
fascinating. He's gonna write that down.
I heard him over the radio too, but it was my personal radio, and I'm mad about it.
Tell you what.
Because, yeah, things have been the same after the revolution. And as you've pointed out, there's people who just do wrong. Crime lords who rule cities, people who attack innocents to make their way in the world. That's not what we're supposed to.
Disgusting. I'll tell you what. There's a good friend of mine that I know wants to travel with. His name is Jacob Reed. He would do well to join you.
Cool. Inside check?
That is like
You
kind of
got
shoehorned
it.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should talk to Bruce Wayne about this.
Pretty much though.
Oh, you want a normal
Jacob
person
Reed.
who's interested in the same things that I am, but totally isn't this weird alternate identity vigilante? Talk
If
to
that's
this
okay.
specific
It's up
person.
to you about intuition rules, but if he can make one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Go
Come
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
Okay.
As an it might
Okay.
not matter anyway.
Can I argue? Nah, I'll just do cleverly. Steady cleverly. Nothing. Oh man.
Nope. But this guy's mask is really cool.
Are you like part of the? I know we're like. Are you like part of the Whalers, or are you like?
No.
Just inspired. Cool.
I hate to do this, but I can't have anyone know where my hideout is.
How many times? How many times can you be stabbed with a sleep dart before? Yeah, I'm fine. You can do it.
Great.
Aim like. Hit me there, and then you try like
This is your third tranquilizer
there.
in the same day.
Okay, like
Could get
spread
addicted to
going.
this.
I don't
You just
have
need
as
to chill.
much overall.
All right. Tell your friends I'm sorry as well. I didn't want to drug the dog either, but it was either that or kick the dog.
Yeah, you don't
I
want
didn't
to
want
kick the dog.
I didn't want to do that, so I did.
You would have
Yeah.
seen. You would have seen struggling down a dog bite wound on his leg.
Yeah, that's a horrible. He's like, yeah, people shouldn't kick dogs. That's
Moving
dumb.
his dog bite so we can't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. I'm personally
Well.
against it. I feel like we should. Yeah, those are some of the scum of the earth right there.
Good night.
Survive check.
This time it does nothing.
Watch this. Do nothing.
If you get a 4,
Like,
Survive.
"Ooh, I'm tired.
Forcefully. Okay, just one.
Okay. Yeah, after
Or two, I
just a
guess.
little bit.
Technically,
You're out.
yeah. just
Right.
one.
And then he's going to take his body out and he's going to put all this clothes and all
Good.
this stuff back on him. He's going to take him out, drag him a little ways and back to the river
Okay.
and set him loose in the water.
Okay. Make a quick stealth check.
Oh crap. Just a complication.
That's it?
That's it.
He leaves a trail
The
made
bill
out of
immediately
wood
smells.
signs with arrows that say this way to the Raven of Arganica's headquarters.
No.
Would be fun if there was a sun trail all the way back to his lair.
Hmm.
Okay, pal. I don't know what you're doing with the body, but I'm an enforcer. You better lower it now.
He's going to gently
You are
set the body
spotted.
down.
Because they sent on a patrol to the river.
Woo!
It was the same river.
That
It was the same river.
As he's setting him down, he's going to pick up just a handful of probably he's just gonna grab smoke or
pocket sand.
choke dust grenades,
Pocket sand.
choke dust grenades,
He's gonna
and
grab smoke.
toss them behind him.
Okay. All right. Make a actually just make a move quickly check to do this first.
Move quickly. Can I make an argument that he's trying to do this stealthily before they can?
Yes, you are trying to avoid notice or attention.
Okay. That is successes.
What are the numbers?
6 and 13.
Okay, all right, you're good. So the smoke would go out, and this guy would start coughing, but shooting in the general direction you came from. It's going to be really hard. Yeah, that doesn't work. Couple shots ring out, but he misses, and
Right.
you have escaped.
Yeah, vanishing.
Yep. All right. I think that is probably what we're going to end tonight's sessions on, unless any of you have some very quick
Us finding
things.
Sab.
What's that?
Us finding Sab, you mean?
Yeah, okay, all right. After a while, probably Enforcer would come back and let you all know of the location. No, not of the location. He'd bring the body back.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think he was over there out in the wild.
Yeah, he was based down in the water. I left him. He was still alive. Isn't now.
I probably should have done something about
Yeah.
that. Huh?
That's like learning the lesson in
What's that?
Dishonored when you're like, ooh, here's a great place to hide corpses. The water. No.
Nope, they died.
There goes your clean hands playthrough.
Kill? What do you? Oh.
Drowning.
Does Sab look like he's been hurt?
I mean, he's already been roughed up a ton, but
Other than the pre.
yeah, no, looks good, and it had probably been a little while, so he comes to very slowly again.
Sebastian. Can you hear me? Are you worried?
What is that alarm for?
Ding dong.
I'll have to. All right. Sorry. Okay. Sab probably just. I'm afraid it might go off again. All right.
Anyway.
What was the question?
Are you worried?
Yeah, I just took like 3 sleep darts. I feel pretty good actually. I haven't slept for a while. Sorry. Okay, so there's this one guy dude called the Raven, kidnapped
Or
me.
even Argonica?
We need to find.
I knew it.
We need to find
Shaman's you
We
owe
need
me
to
5
find-
notes.
stinking artist Anton, and then we need to find Bill because he drugged them both. And
They're both
I
right
should
here.
have asked that question. No, because then he would.
They're here.
Good to see you. That's the other.
See a
To
lot
see
of
that
friendly
you're not
faces and a
dead.
lot of enforcers around.
What did he want with you?
Okay, so he's like a vigilante, and I think he hates the ebony pervasion. They want information on the
Ebony.
ebony pervasion, whoever they are.
How did you know
So I
you
made
had
up a bunch of
information
stuff.
about the ebony pervasion?
Hmm?
How did you know you had information about the ebony pervasion?
Guess he's like a psycho assassin or something like that.
We haven't.
We should talk more, because you know what? I'm tired. And I need a bedtime story.
You just go. Let's get back to the ship and you can sleep it off.
We're going back to the ship. Ship goes over to about this later.
Talk about what later. What else do you have to say?
You guys are kind of, you were surrounded by enforcers.
Yeah.
Maybe not the most.
On the way back, I'll just be whispering to him.
Yeah.
What?
Hey.
I lean into the microphone.
Okay, so maybe got us another ally. Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
I maybe got us another ally.
You mean the man who tried to kidnap you?
Yeah. He doesn't
He's not an ally.
He drugged my dog.
Well, he let me go.
He
And
kidnapped you in the first place.
He drugged
He
my
didn't kill
dog.
me.
Nice
so-
people ask questions.
Yeah, well, also
Rude people kidnap other people.
rude people.
Like the ebony pervasion.
Okay, but then he was asking about the ebony pervasion, and he seems like
Again,
one of
how did he know about the ebony pervasion?
those- Okay.
Watchman Candler is with you guys. Would that affect what you guys are talking
Yeah,
about?
probably. Sab,
I'm
Well,
fine with
Sam-
Candler knowing.
Sab wouldn't.
Okay, well, let's just say he's walking to the side. He's keeping.
But yeah, if he's far enough,
He's not a
then
bodyguard.
Sab's like that. Wow. That Jacob Reed that we met,
He
knows the Raven,
told. Oh.
and
Hmm.
I kind of invited him
You
Okay.
what?
to come along with us.
Who?
Jacob Reed seemed like an informant, someone who, if we talk to him, we can probably then get to the Raven. That could be
Why
helpful.
do we want to get to the Raven? He's been
Well,
nothing but a nuisance
He
to
didn't
us.
kill me. He played this game of answering questions and stuff, and he didn't just stab me out when there was like 3 questions that I had. Because if he wanted to, he'd just stick me, boom, throw me back in the river. He didn't have to do that. He's a man who thinks he has a moral
Did you
code.
get any personal information on him?
He's probably Jacob Reed, but I'm not sure. I mean, if only we had some way to find out about people whose faces we've seen.
Anton had already started drawing.
So he's gonna like pull that out and be like,
Do you
Start
have
drawing.
a reference of Reed?
not yet.
All right.
Okay.
Gonna have to
I'd
figure that out
appreciate that.
between
Just
sessions.
Make a
Because,
little
like,
stick figure.
Anton's like angrily finishing that drawing, like, I should have paid more attention to this earlier.
Sebastian,
Mhm.
how'd you like to help me out with a plan?
Okay, Eisel, I know you're kind of like, let's kidnap this guy or beat him up.
I don't
but
want to beat him
feel
up.
I feel like he seems like a real go-getter.
Drugged my dog.
Listen, Seb.
Drugged me.
Listen, Sebastian,
like 3 times.
just hear me out. I'm gonna give him a taste of his own medicine.
Sleep darts.
Do I get chalk dust and sleep darts out of this?
Maybe. If that helps you say yes.
Listen.
And then I'm going to call this scene here because I want to talk to Jacob privately about this.
Okay. All right. Well then.
Because
We will
our
see you all.
Raven of Argonica is here at the table with us, and I don't want him to know what we've got planned.
Yep.
Okay. Well then, we will see you all next week then, right? Next session? We're good? Okay. Awesome. See ya.